should be hearable.
Okay, so like the people who are here now are all people who were here last time.
Correct.
We're
Do you
people?
guys have any questions about this scene here?
Can you give me, are we woods? Are we still in like the bog area? I'm just genuinely wondering.
Last time people agreed to walk north
Mhm.
out of the bog area. So they've approached a hedge area.
We,
Um,
judging by the skybox, we appear to be in some sort of hell.
well, that's up to your judgment. But the sky is an unhealthy color, you might say. It's about 10 a.m. You see sort of hedge, and then I'm not sure if I have a figure for it, but there's like an arch in the hedge through which you could see
Okay.
what looks like what was plowed as a small farm.
Neat.
With a family of Thunderboards.
Thunderboards.
Around it.
I remember that.
These two are going to be piglets.
Babies. Okay. Well, our plan was to find the captain, correct?
Something along those lines.
Well, our plan was, I believe, find either the doctor or the engineer who might be able to point us to the direction of the captain.
Well, the captain was in, the ghost told me last where the captain was. Let me scroll back. Oh no, I'm sorry, the engineer and Dr. Gann. Correct. So we are currently at where now?
So on the map, which you haven't translated, I can't read.
Yes.
You seem to be at the edge of these brown areas, which indicates where there's some kind of planting or plot.
Ah, okay. I see exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Yes, where the little area maze thing is. Correct at the bottom or the right hand side.
I'm gonna summon that map onto the table.
Yes, I just pulled it up to show everyone.
Hello,
No, I believe we're closer to the pump thing.
Oh, yes, we are close to the pump. Sorry, I saw the two areas and it looked like the little maze, but no, yes, this is the pump area.
Yeah, so you're just out at the edge, out past the edge of the marsh.
Ah, okay. Are here-ish.
So, Yllaxis is back with us, is she? Is that correct, Sean?
Yes, I just need a minute to sign on, but yes.
So what's the last thing Yllaxis remembers?
Running to a screaming voice.
Okay.
That was long ago. Well, not long ago, but
So it could be in character that you don't remember too much. Because this is a strange...
Is it Bob the Friendly Merchant?
well, remember, Fontiev, we did save, unfortunately, Lydia, who decided to break something. He just kind of sits for a moment.
Yes, and out of character, someone who just can see them and then just kind of let them run.
We do not have any reach weapons.
You also don't know that.
Oh, I know. That's why I said out of context.
We did save Lydia, but she got away. We also have found, well, the gestures to themselves, we got to see some ghastly Gan, and they informed us that we should see if we can find the captain. He may be able, well, we put together that we should try to go see the captain. He may be able to change the outcome of what has happened to the Gan. We think it's best to go and see both the engineer Gan and the doctor Gan at both the power plant and laboratory, respectively.
Fontiev stares at everybody, and he just stares at Yllaxis, and he just goes, "How did I ended up becoming the de facto leader right now? I'm very confused."
How loudly does he say that?
Yeah.
I'm basically just very quietly to Yllaxis, like, how did I end up being the, like, how is it that I somehow ended up becoming the de facto leader after Maggie left? I'm very confused by this.
You drew the shortest straw, my friend.
Damn it! Me and my amazing good luck and good lookingness.
Can I... Oh, pardon me. My voice is killing me. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Can I roll, nature to, see what I know about Thunder Boar?
Yes.
Since we are well aware that there is a small family in front of us, he is like, what do we know about Thunder? Ooh, 16. Not great.
There's some debate whether they are a monster or an elemental or an animal. You know they tend to show up in areas of frequent and persistent storms. And they are known for charging at people and causing a huge thunderous explosion.
Just like real boars.
And they're easily irritated.
Ah,
but
that
they
is
are
what I needed.
famous for their magical teeth and bacon.
Ooh. He's going to turn around and say, it would be best if we keep as quiet as possible, or we'll charge if they get smell or sight of us.
Kiff says, yes.
And then Fontiev just slinks into the darkness and chooses not to leave a trail.
So who has the best perception?
That would probably be either Fontiev, I think, or Yllaxis.
No, not me.
Perception?
Not
Yes,
me with the
perception.
+2.
Are we talking passive or active?
That's since you're not using it right now.
Oh, 15.
Yeah, you're the best one.
Okay. Fontiev thinks he can see some guy over here leaning over the top of the hedge and aiming an arrow towards the horse.
Oh, so he's just hunting, so he's not trying to get after us. Okay. Seems reasonable.
Horses do not seem to notice. They keep digging for mushrooms or something.
Truffles.
They're rooting.
And then Fontiev is just gonna like poke Kiff. He's just like, he just points in that direction and just says yay amount of yards that way.
What is that?
There are guys with bows attacking the boars. We may want to hide.
Probably a good idea, yes. V will follow suit and try to stealth. Probably not well. Probably not well at all.
Fontiev just like slinks into the darkness and just vanishes out of existence
Oh
again.
yeah, real bad.
There is tall grass and there are broken hedges, so you certainly can hide if you would like to.
Yeah, V rolled a 4 on stealth, so 5 total.
Well,
Oh,
if
boy.
everyone is hiding, then you get to use the average.
Ah, well, if everyone
Oh, it's a good
wants
thing
to
my stealth
hide,
is freaking broken.
go for it,
Probably
friends.
not gonna be good for some of us.
Well, I started us off on a strong foot with a 5.
Oh, great.
So if we're wearing half plate, we get oh wait, why is the okay? We get disadvantage, right? Because we're like moving, we're not standing still.
Correct.
Or
So
standing
that's a
still.
29 stealth.
What if Kiff has his cloak of invisibility?
You get advantage, my
If
friend.
can put that on, and he simply is not visible unless he's making noise by doing something that would make noise.
I would definitely don that for this particular instance. Let's see here. 17 plus a
Oh.
10 is a 27.
Wow. I actually rolled not too bad, so 18.
For me, I rolled good, 13.
So, is it safe to assume you guys are hiding in the tall grass rather
Yes.
than going up to the hedge or a tree or something?
I think that's the idea currently.
Yeah.
Kiff has the cloak on.
I'm using
and
my
he's-
vanish on top of everything
he's
else. It just
slinking.
yeah. I'm using vanish to basically just vanish from existence right now, and I'm not leaving a trail, so I'm good with that.
Okay, so you guys are all hiding in the grass. Okay, so assuming you just want to chill out and eat some popcorn and watch the show.
I mean, personally, V would like to start moving towards either one of the pumps or towards whatever building is over there. And he's going to kind of gesture this general direction at the
We can try to
larger
move
building.
around the clearing with the.
Yeah, I think if we can be assured that the boars have their attention towards the people with the bows, then we can make our way.
Like
But-
behind them, around the
but-
hedges.
But otherwise, we should wait until we see how that kind of sort of plays out.
So wait until the first shot. Do we know who they are? Fontiev, could you get an idea of what people they are? Are they Gan? Are they Elven? Are they half elf?
Oh, great DM! What do my orcish eyes see?
You can roll perception. Tom, the vagabond here, would probably lean over to you and say, "Those guys are bad news."
How bad?
Call themselves the Wolf Pack, and then let me tell you, any typical wolf is better than them.
Okay, so that's a 20 active perception.
It looks like some crazy-eyed humans who look like they're kind of starving and haven't shaved in a long time. They look like all men. You can see at least 3 of them.
Can I tell their age?
They look to be in their 30s.
Okay, so not like scrawny, starving old men or something like that are just hunting. Okay.
Right.
And I kind of pass this information along to everybody else.
And you guys are hiding. So, but V, you wanted to keep moving, right?
I think we wanted to see what happened at first shot
Yep.
and then start moving. Was that the consensus?
I think it was, yeah, like if the boar's attention seemed to be drawn somewhere else, we would sneak like around the hedges, maybe behind them or something. But yeah, we're
We don't want
observing
them
to
to
see
get
how they.
shot in the butt and then immediately turn and think it's us.
Yeah.
So they're immediately going to shoot one of the adorable little piglets.
Rude.
Bye,
It goes-
Babby.
And these
Oh
guys,
man,
you know,
Winnie the Pooh's gonna be pissed.
they're kind of confused. They don't really. They're sort of horrified and frightened, but they don't know exactly.
They're
what
pissed.
So let's see how their perception is.
15.
Actually, it's pretty good. And the parents are gonna actually start charging towards this way.
Okay.
And you see some more shots happen. Again, stop me as soon as you want to do something.
I think once we see them charging,
Yeah,
is gonna
once they're
start
charging, we'll.
sneaking.
Yeah.
Okay, which way are you sneaking? Did you want to try to go to the same way as you thought the pipes were going from the pump room?
Which way would that have been?
That would be more to the left. Again,
More to the
completely
west?
underground. They're completely underground, but you can see some coming out of the ground to the west. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that was kind of the plan, to go around like this.
Go west.
Yes. West
I
and,
think you mean Weast.
and then cut back when it is advantageous to us. So west it is?
Okay, so west it is. So you go west. Let me just go west.
Sorry, I'm just moving my guys over here. Feel free to tell us if we get stopped here.
As you go west, a ghostly Genasi appears as you cross the grasses.
Oh,
And
speaking of which, how much longer is my sea invisibility thing going on? It's not that long.
it's. Let me check the time.
I think the spell's an hour.
Yes, the spell is an hour.
Let's say you have 20 minutes left.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Okay. Where was I? Okay, so you go over there, and the sky turns white. Everything else turns gray. You see what appears to be an adult Gan wearing a lab coat and a baby Gan.
Babby.
Holding a baby, or there's just a
Kind
baby?
of like holding its tentacle in the adult's tattoo.
Oh,
So we're gonna call this Professor Gan.
oh, Professor Gan or Dr. Gan?
Doctor.
That's a good question. Let's call it
Doctor Professor.
Well,
Gann.
because I know that we were told about Dr. Gann, but I wasn't sure if this is different than Dr. Gann.
We're gonna call it Dr. Gann and Baby Gann.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna give these colors so it's easier. Doctor is gonna be okay. And Baby's
It's
gonna
quite
be...
difficult to tell them apart.
So the Baby Gann says, "No, mommy, I left my Mr. Bear." And Dr. Gann says, "We don't have time. We don't have time for your stupid fucking bear. I told you, you can't name your pets. You can't name things. That's not how it works. No, we have to go to the speech. All right, we have to go." The baby's saying, "No, but Daddy said." And Dr. Gann says, "No, I won't have any noise out of you. Be silent. Let's go." And so they're actually gonna go this way, very slowly in a ghostly manner.
Yep.
Spoopy.
Very slowly.
Does everyone see this, or are they talkable?
Everyone sees this.
I mean,
What do you
V's,
mean? Are they talkable?
can V say something?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, V's
Does
going-
V have the power of speech?
V can speak. Yes. If that's what you mean.
I'm making fun of the way you asked the question. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Confused. V is gonna say, "I can find Mr. Bear for you if you're unable to stay."
The mother doesn't seem to pay attention, but the baby kind of looks back and says, "It was in the bottom drawer, And the doctor says, "Shh, just be silent. We have to go. We're late, and your father's very busy." And they keep going slowly.
Anyone else want to say anything? I don't have anything else. V isn't that charismatic.
Baby Gun says, in the corner room,
What was their name?
Mr. Bear.
Children, their originality.
And they are gonna just fade away. All the colors return to normal here.
Very Bioshock.
Hmm.
I do say so myself.
As long as she don't bring up Mr. Bubbles.
So,
Meanwhile,
oh, yes.
There's some bloody explosions over here. There's snorting. There's squealing. There, you actually hear a woman's voice screaming, and Tom says, "That sounds like Lydia." And you hear her scream for help, and it's kind of a big mess over here.
V's just gonna say, "We bothered to save her a second time."
Kiff turns
Yeah.
to V and says, "We give her a chance already."
I am inclined to agree with Kiff on this one.
We would also agree. Lydia is,
We gave her a chance.
at worst, very distasteful at best. Curious to a fault.
She's a prick.
We don't think she's worth going after, but she does have good magic. It is up to you all.
Who's Lydia?
She's the one we saved from the dire Vornsker earlier.
She
Warns-
repaid us by
Vornsker?
lying to us.
Yes, but she
blowing up a
break machine and
Yes.
give Kiff boo boo.
Yes, she did.
And then she
I
disappeared.
don't know. I keep thinking about that. I think maybe it was an accident. Maybe she just had too much stress.
Thought you two didn't get along too well.
He says, I don't know, lady. This place.
Did you know each other from before?
He says, no, not till I got here.
Do you think she would prove important on this trip? Do you think she would prove to be useful?
He says, what? Ain't you adventurous, he says? Think it's useful to have friends? I don't know.
We think it's useful to have friends who
She
fix
cast that
things.
spell for you, didn't she? He says. Translated stuff or some shit.
She translated it herself, if I'm not mistaken. We did not get to use her spell. She used her spell, but we are inflicted.
I have a question.
Yep.
Who are you?
Says, I already met you. Name's Tom. Says, I was the porter, the water carrier for Connor's adventure party. We were going to take all the treasure out of this place, but we got separated. I've been trying to find my way out for what feels like weeks.
Oh, okay. And Tom, were you ever deputy mayor of Crodwick?
Deputy... God. Sorry, ma'am. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know anymore either. I'm not quite sure how I got here.
Okay.
None of us do.
As you go towards the building on the left, which has a big sign that you can't read, you hear a which sounds similar to the sound of the Thunderbird.
When you say sign you can't read, because it's too far away or because it's in a language we cannot read?
Because in a language you can't read.
Very good. Okay.
If you look up to the second floor, you can see that there's a big hole on the side of the second floor of this building. And you can occasionally see the vivid blue feathers of the Thunderbird flutter.
Are the feathers floating to the ground?
The feathers are not floating to the ground. I'm sorry, I said fluttering. I should have said flashing.
Like shimmering.
I see.
Yes.
Gotcha.
B is gonna point out the Thunderbird to everyone and say, "Look, from before, the Thunderbird. You spoke to it, correct, Yllaxis?"
Sort of through Thalia.
I did.
Ah, yes, of course. We don't trouble ourselves with many details of conversation. But do you think with the boars and the bird here, he getting a little bit of thunder, we should keep our guards up and stay aware for loud noises and flashes of light?
Sounds good to me. But we also told the Thunderbird that we might be able to help fix its nest, and if so, it could give us some feathers in return.
Yes, maybe you and Yllaxis should go talk to it.
Yes, Kiff good at nests. Kiff help.
Should
Are we
we
going?
I'd be fine with going. Should we bring Kiff along is my only question as the expert on nests.
Would you like to come along?
It may be a good start. We should ask it what it's looking for. And maybe it can give us a good idea. It said to help out, correct? But it did not give any details. We should see what it wants.
Okay. How many people can fit on Altair?
Probably 2 mediums and a small.
So that sounds
Okay.
like what we are.
Perfect. I was about to say
Okay.
exactly
yeah.
what
I was
you
gonna
have.
say, otherwise I will hang on by one hoof. All right. Off we
Kiff,
go.
I'm gonna position you sort of riding on Altair's, like, picture yourself with your feet straddled across his neck and you holding on to his mane.
All right then.
That's cute as heck.
Mm-hmm.
Please feel free to continue.
I just position you right there.
What are other people doing while those 3 are going up? The doors
Um,
to the building are closed on the first floor.
V would like to turn to Fontiev, or turn into the general direction as to where Fontiev used to be, because he is not really sure. V is not really sure where Fontiev is, and just kind of make a statement. If those wolf clan are trying to get food, we should watch out for Altair. Look for flying arrows or anyone knocking them. If you can, Fontiev.
And then Fontiev leans over to, like, it's just like, casually just leans over to Marvis. Why is V talking to a giant blade of grass?
Yeah, Via's just looking around. Not the best perception.
Okay, sure, we'll keep an eye on Altair, which...
Keep an eye on the Wolf Clan folk.
Oh.
It may be best to see, just to make sure that they are, not trying to attack.
No, okay, that's my plan. That's my plan, and I'm gonna be moving and scanning.
If they are... can V start moving towards actually the bushes here? V wants to see... Oh, not on the tree. V wants to kind of see what has transpired in this little area.
Beyond the hedges?
Yeah. He wants to see over here, like, what's going on.
Okay.
He's moved closer to the hedges.
As Yllaxis and people start to rise up, the fight over in the hedges seems to have finished, and the survivors are fleeing. The boars towards the north, and the remaining, how shall we say, hunters to the east. There seems to be some dead and somewhat dead people left in the field.
Yeah, V wants to wait until they cannot see the boars or the rangers, and then V's gonna make their way towards the mess until they're completely gone. They're not moving quite yet. So
Okay.
just let me know when that happens. But first, do Yllaxis and talk with them first.
Yeah, so Yllaxis, Altair, and Thalia fly up, and they see a rather weary-looking
Kiff.
Mother Thunderbird huddling her chicks.
Hello. I will, because I don't speak Orin. I am trying to go for a slightly Orin dialect of Primordial, as I tried to do beforehand. Mostly just Primordial. Hello. Remember me?
You notice that this Thunderbird appears to be wounded. She's kept the
Oh.
chicks mostly safe, but she seems to have several burn scars of some kind.
Oh.
And she has one of her eyes is badly burned or scarred in some way.
Kiff says, "Whoa, big bird."
Could I make a medicine check to just see what if I can figure out anything about her current state?
Without touching or doing anything, right?
Yeah, not touching, just observing to see if I could see anything
Yeah,
more
sure.
meticulous or specific. Cool.
And,
Cool.
Thalia, can you remind me what language you said hello in?
Primordial. I think last time I tried to talk to her,
So she's
Yeah.
a little confused at first, looking quite like panting and kind of dazed, and goes, "Rah," which is just a, it's a bird word.
just bird word. Okay.
The bird is the word.
14
Oh,
for
no.
medicine.
Okay, it looks like she was blinded by some kind of very hot. It's hard to describe. It looks like
Like
they-
a light, like a very bright light, like it was blinded by the light.
or hit in like specific. Like doesn't seem like they were attacked in melee. It seemed like they were attacked from something very hot from portal.
Oh, you poor thing.
Um,
I explained to Talia.
Okay. Wound or ouch looks bad. Shall we heal your eye, wing?
The bird keeps playing this. Is rah, rah, rah. Are you guys are flying on top of Altair, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
So-
the bird says, bad things, shiny things, and she points to the other side. So the second floor, it looks as though it used to be some kind of, maybe an office or something, but everything has been burned or exploded, and there's holes in the ceiling. And she points towards the far side of the second floor. And she says, "Keep coming." She says, "Every hour's." She says, "Can't keep us safe." She says, "You help." And the reason why it sounds broken is because she doesn't know Primordial and you don't know
Yeah.
Arm, but there's some relationship there.
Yes. Makes sense. All right. So I will
And the
relay
chicks
this.
go, "Peep," and they go peep peep.
Beep. I will relay this to Yllaxis and Kiff. Sounds like there's something like exploding over there and keeps happening. And that's how she's hurt. If you want to look. If we want to look?
I think we should.
Yeah.
But
And you see a rather pale and ominous yellowish glow appear from around the corner.
Around the corner.
At the far end of the second floor.
Okay.
You can't see it. All you can see is the glow right now.
Can we see like into the room?
You can see that there's some sort of... You can't hear anything. You can see there's some sort of glowing light coming through. Roll perception.
Okay. I also I have devil sight. I don't know if that helps see anything else.
It's actually brightly lit. So
Okay.
Go ahead, roll perception.
Oh, 4.
You can see bright light. You can see what appears to be a set of stairs at the far end beyond this little gap of wall. Okay, let's go over to Mr. V. Bubbles.
Yes.
Mr. V sees there's a cold wind kicking up, just blowing some leaves around. There's a dying piglet over here, and there's several dying things over in the corner there.
Okay. And it seems as if everything else is kind of run away at this point.
You don't see anyone fighting in the field.
Okay. But the boars aren't like right over here, are they?
Everything's moving. They didn't run away.
Okay.
It's safe to assume they ran away.
Yeah, V is going to start their approach along with Bubbles and the homunculus. Of course. Move them all. Tell me when I need to be stopped.
You're good for now.
Okay, coolio. V is gonna go up to the piglet,
Okay.
take out a dagger and coup de grace.
Wow. All right.
Yep. Done. One dead. V is going to ask Bubbles. Oh, yeah.
The blood pours out, and the blood swirls around in a slightly unusual and disturbing manner.
V is going to ask Bubbles to start carving off like the leg of the pig if possible.
Okay.
And he's gonna hand Bubbles the dagger that V has. Do what you can with it. Get as much meat as possible.
Okay. You see some of the figures over here appear to be still moving.
V is going to try to wave down maybe someone else. If anyone else wants to join V, they're trying to get someone's attention.
Okay.
Yeah. So Fontiev is just gonna stare at V, like from like 3 feet away, because V for some reason doesn't realize that Fontiev is still there.
So wait,
And
you're near me, or you're
Wait, where are you on this map right now?
I am in the middle of this little field.
Well, Fontiev is gonna be like sitting here in the brush, and he's just staring at you doing things. It's just like Fontiev is not so sure he wants to go out in the middle of a field when he knows that these are other rangers.
Yeah, that's fair. V is just gonna continue to go. He's gonna ask. V just says like, if you're there, make sure that we are okay. He's just gonna keep going over to see what's going on.
On that note, Fontiev, like as a sniper would, immediately moves to a different location.
What location is that? Just in the grass somewhere?
Like probably all the way over here at this point, and just continuing to maintain my stealthiness.
Tom doesn't want to be involved, so he's going to huddle up to Marvis.
Huh. Well, great. V is gonna go alone.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, as he sees Lydia, she seems to be crawling along. And as she's mumbling something.
Is it in common or another language that I do not know?
It's in common, but it's hard to say without
Hard
getting
to hear.
close.
Oh, good.
And at that point, some sort of monster appears to just bubble up out of the blood here,
Oh, good.
and it looks angry. Anyway, the T-bird screams and says, "Help! Help!" As some sort of glowing thing appears to step out from behind the wall.
Oh, no.
Please roll initiative.
Oh, no, this is very bad. Oh, no.
Is it just the ones of us that are up there?
I think it's all of us.
Okay.
Because I now have a floating horror next to me.
I'm not sure what
Uh-oh.
Marvis is
Oh.
but
Is Roldan even on right now?
Arrow.
Okay, there you are. I was gonna say, I know that you're in tabletop. I haven't heard you speak.
Okay.
All
I
right.
did- Oh, I have advantage on this because of my helmet. Oh, come on. I got a
Uh-oh.
5 and a 6. Oh, I just clipped out my mic because I was mad. I got a 5 and a 6. So I got a 7. Yeah, I'm rolling really bad.
I got 6 total.
I got a 23.
I got a 7.
Very good. I got a 9.
We're doing great.
Ooh,
We're
boy,
doing
everybody.
so well.
Ooh, boy.
Fontiev is just
Stealth?
like,
Initiative.
Initiative.
Okay.
this is gonna be
Oh,
great.
oh my god, double nat 20s. 'Cause
Oh,
I
you
have-
wasted
Wow.
a 20. Yeah, you do have the extra dice.
Helmet.
too.
The helmet.
advantage on initiative.
Advantage,
rolls.
that's the word I was
Helm
looking
of
for.
awareness.
Yes, the Helm of Awareness is very good.
Double advantage. Remind me, is Helm a is that a whatchamacallit?
It's an attuned item that V
Okay,
has
that-
made.
Okay, that's an attuned item. Okay.
what was your
I got
total
18.
hit? Oh, 18? Okay.
No, that's me.
I completely forgot to
I
make
got
Bubble's
18.
health bigger when we
18 is
leveled up.
Marvis. What was Kip's total?
27.
Wow.
Dang! Meow.
Good things happen when you have high dex.
That's fair.
And levels in Bard.
Alright, so Kip sees this thing come out, and he sees that the Thunderbird is very alarmed and waving.
Someone is breathing into their mic, just so you guys know.
I don't think it's me. That hasn't happened since I switched off to my Spencer mic.
Not me. I'm on push to talk.
Okay, just letting everyone know. We can keep going.
Yep. The Thunderbird looks very alarmed and is pointing. And this glowing, like it's a transparent humanoid-ish being, and it walks on legs, it has arms. It's totally silent, and it has a bright yellow glow associated with it. It's this thing over here. It's the Thunderbird said, "This is what I was talking about. Help, help, please."
Oh, I love it. It's awesome. It looks super cool. The thing that you made looks really cool.
All right, let's keep going. So it's Kip's turn right now. Does Kip believe the bird?
I'm sorry, this is what?
It's Kip's turn. Kip probably just hears squawking from the bird.
If I'd had time, because I was telling them what the bird said, I would have relayed. It could have just been like, enemy there. If there's time for that.
Okay.
I guess Kiff doesn't see the enemy.
I thought,
Kip
I
is
thought
the
we
enemy.
did. I thought it was the light guy over here.
This
You
the
just said
second floor of this building, which has a label. It doesn't have anything in it except for a lot of debris, open space, holes, and these two walls. And you see a bright, glowing, humanoid-sized being moving towards Thunderbird from behind the wall.
Okay.
It did not go through the wall like a ghost. It went around.
Kiff will approach. Oh wow. TTS does not appreciate the height differences.
No, yeah,
here.
just do your best.
I'm just gonna say Kiff will just kind of approach near the Thunderbird.
Okay.
and he will use message and message the humanoid light figure and say, "Hello, friend."
Okay. There's no response.
Kiff will turn back to the party, and then he will say, "Kiff no think they friend," and then turn back towards the light, and then stand at attention.
Okay. This thing is going to just cast hypnotic pattern on Kiff and everybody here, Kiff. Which I believe is the wisdom save.
It wouldn't matter because Kiff is within 10 feet of me, and Hypnotic Pattern is a charm. And
Is
all my
Kiff
friends
within 10 feet of
are
you, or
within
is
10.
Kiff on the thunderboard now?
Kiff, you're still on Altier's neck now.
Well, when the figure approached, Kiff went to next to the Thunderbird to try to see what was going on.
Using your wings, I guess, right? You would have had
I thought
to
we
do
were
that.
on the second floor. I'm very confused. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay, let's
we're
take your
in
time.
the air.
Okay,
He
I
is
had,
on the second floor.
sorry, we had a dog
Well-
false alarm. I had to go make sure he didn't get
Yeah.
something, and I missed a little bit apparently.
Well, it's also where the nest is, so maybe if Charles, if you could reconfirm.
Yeah, so
Or actually-
there's 2 floors of this building. The second floor has no furniture on it except for a lot of holes in the walls and ceiling. There is a nest in which these birds are sitting. There's a big hole leading outside to where you, I assumed, would fly up to. If you really wanted to get up in the bird's grill, you could certainly do that, like hide under it. It's a huge sized bird. It's very big. I assumed you probably wanted to give it some personal space. If that's
So-
not the case, we can talk about it.
So it sounds like we were kind of like hovering outside of the second floor where the nest was, and so Kiff probably
nest-
like
Yeah,
jumped from Altier to the nest to get to the Thunderbird. Is that
that's what I assumed after the conversation. 'Cause I
Yeah,
didn't hear
that sounds
I didn't hear
about
anybody
right.
saying they wanted to go into the building.
Yeah, I just wanted to try to what's the word I'm looking for? Try to make contact with whatever that humanoid figure was.
yeah?
Okay.
If I can do that with message from this distance, then I absolutely would. But if I have to get closer for message, then I will.
15 times 5 is 15. It's 75 feet away, so you can do that. If you want to stay on Altair, you can stay on Altair.
Yeah, I will appreciate that. Yes, please.
Okay, so you guys are okay with the position, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So Yllaxis, what is the radius of your charm protection?
10 feet from me.
10 feet from you.
And
Okay.
I'm on Altier, so it probably wouldn't get the T-bird, but you tell me.
Yeah, I think it will probably not affect the birds, but it will protect your guys, and it's good because it was targeting you guys too. Okay, the chicks are hypnotized. I will put them on to represent that. The bird is not, and the heart is gonna raise its arm and fire off what seems like some kind of radiant sunbeam towards the bird. It completely misses. And then it's going to go hide behind the wall. But there's a big glow there. You can see. It's Fontiev's turn. Fontiev sensed like a sort of fracture in the dimension over here, which these are coming through, both associated with the place where these people are dying or bleeding. And he saw this thing rise up into the air above, not directly above you, but nearby. This thing also looks familiar to Fontiev because he saw it before near the Mithras.
You mean where we were originally?
That was a place in the woods south of Carthage.
Oh. Well, that's terrifying. Okay, so Fontiev is gonna pull. V, would you rather me attack the Blood Horror or the Floating Hoarder?
We do not
Which
have
which
reach.
Hodor?
We cannot attack anything in the sky. Preferably something on in the sky.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 pot shots at the two short pot shots at the Floating Horror. Okay. So does a 18 hit?
Yes, it has AC 14.
Sweet. Okay, so that's the first one, and my hunter's mark to that.
Lydia is not playing something, but it's a little hard to hear unless you get closer.
V is relatively close. How much closer does V have to get?
V can roll perception to try to hear it now if he wants.
I would love that. Where is my dice? Let me get my
Say 34 on that first attack, Charles.
dice.
Kind of like a big, kind of like a balloonish blob of material.
I hear nothing.
It goes kind of like ow, but it doesn't react to it.
I hear nothing.
It
I
just
rolled
goes
a 6.
ow. Okay, and then
While this is happening, what's Marvis doing?
second. That's over 20 to hit.
Okay. I'm all the way over here. What is
Second
going on
at-
over here with these birds?
Well,
Okay, second attack hits. Second attack is like is 35 damage, Charles.
Okay.
And then Fontiev is gonna continue to be sneaky and move to a new position.
Whoa, that's pretty far.
I have more than enough. I have more than enough to get there, Charles.
So that's 65 feet. So did you want to use your bonus action to dash?
Well,
instead
I
of
could
hide?
probably just go. I was here.
50.
I was here. I was on this middle square that you're not going from. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay, and you want to use
30,
the
35, 35, 40, 45. Okay.
You
Yeah.
want to use the vanish ability to hide in the grass, right?
Yeah, I'm hiding in the grass right now.
Okay, so that will protect you from being seen from the side, but probably not from above. Okay, so that happened. So what's Marvis doing?
What is going on with birds?
They're screeching a lot. You hear a lot of screeching. You hear your friends kind of talking. And you saw some kind of beam go pew, but the bird just barely dodged it.
You probably
Okay.
saw a bunch of sparkling lights from Hypnotic Pattern.
Yes.
Okay, so are we not fighting T-birds?
no, we're
We're
fighting,
fighting-
the other thing.
We're fighting the
Okay.
giant horrors out right next to V right now.
Are you
Okay.
saying it out loud?
No, I'm just saying it out of context because Marvis is quite literally staring at them right now.
We're
Give
protecting
me one
the
second.
Thunderbird, it seems like.
Yeah, so that's Marvis. I don't know if you, are you there, Marvis?
Yeah, sorry. I had to talk to my dad real quick. I'm going to head towards V. That is 40 movement speed, I believe I have. Yeah, 40. I'm going to have to dash to get anywhere near.
Okay.
And that's all I could do right now. I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Right, that's all I could do.
This guy is going to pop out. He's going to look up the range on this. The internet's not working. But he's going to try to cast Sickening Radiance directly on T-Bird. which I believe is a radius of 20, if I recall correctly.
I don't know if the proper
Yeah, I believe it's a radius of 20. So he's going to do that. So they're all going to roll their con saves. And I believe I assume Altair was 10 feet away,
Yes.
then you guys can too.
That we must roll too, is that what you said?
Yes. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius, and it is con save.
Everyone rolls with advantage +3.
$17. Sorry, I just realized I was muted.
18 plus 7 is 25, plus 3 is 28.
And for me makes 10, I think. No, give me a second. I needed another d20 is all. Right. I think that's a dirty 20.
Okay. So, only Thalia takes 22 radiant damage. And 1 level of exhaustion. The chicks look very sick, and the T-Bird does too as well. This guy's going to attempt to shoot another laser at the T-Bird, but again, completely misses and goes high to the wall and shoot.
Charles, do we take half damage if we succeed it?
I don't think so, according to the spell.
Oh, very good.
Okay, what's up? Question?
No, never mind. It's just about when you take the damage from sickening radiance. It should be on the start of their turn, I believe, but it doesn't matter.
It's just done ahead of time in this case.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, Yllaxis' turn. And Altair.
Very good. Very good. I think what we will do then, if it's all right with everyone, we are going to, and Kiff, tell me if you want to be dropped off at any point. But Altair is going to fly inward towards these luminous horrors that attacked us.
Fine by me.
Thalia, you're on this too. Are you okay with that?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. It will require a dash, but we're getting there. For all intents and purposes, we are the same level as them. But man, this is going to be tough. Just moving all these things.
Of the stack.
Just yeah.
Whee! Okay. For all intents and purposes, this be us. And I'm going to attack the one labeled 1.
Okay.
With. Yep.
As you get close to the radiant horror, it's so bright, it's hard to look at it, and you're going to take 5 radiant damage for yourself and Altair.
Okay. I'll mark that in a second.
It's burning. Go ahead.
That's a natural 19 to hit with my first attack.
Yes.
Now, does this actually, it's not a considered fiend or undead, I would imagine, right?
It is an elemental.
Is an elemental. Very good to know. And there you are. Oof. Also, oof. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'll throw a smite in there as well.
Since they are made of radiance, it seems logical they probably don't take damage from radiance.
Okay. So that first attack is going to be 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I guess realizing that I will try to grapple it.
Okay.
So that is a 27 athletics.
You rolled a 25, so you find it is actually possible to grab it. It feels quite hot to the touch, but the luminous one isn't hot enough to bring.
Very good. I'm gonna like brandish it and hold it in front as if anything radiant or luminance was to be thrown at me in hopes that it would absorb it.
So to be clear, you're grabbing number one and you're pulling it in front of you and pointing it towards the other ones. Is that right?
Yeah, as a shield. So if I'm attacked, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's
If
a light
I'm
shield.
Yeah, as if I'm attacked, I'm hoping it would absorb some of the radiance.
Okay, great. I like that. That's a cool idea. Okay, yeah. So anyway,
So that was my that was the whole kit and caboodle, I guess. Yeah, that was the whole kit and caboodle. So I think I will end my turn there.
okay. So this bloody heart is going to slither up here to get in between V and Marvis, and it's going to form its slimy self into tentacles and it's going to start swinging wildly with 10-foot range. It's going to try to hit V with a 22 and a 24.
Oh, sadly, they both hit. My armor is 20.
Boo.
And it's going to hit you for. It's going to hit you for a total of 37 blunt damage.
Blunt, like bludgeoning, specifically?
Yes,
Okay, that is doubled for me.
okay.
60,
And then-
how much was that? 30 something?
37.
37, so it's like 70 something. Give me a minute.
Smacks of semi-solidified blood. And then it's going to attempt to do the same thing with Marvis once, but it's going to miss. And it's his turn after that. Since it seems to be made of blood, it seems like you could classify it as undead.
Okay. Well. Good. Put my health in and then I'm ready to go.
By the way, what was your perception roll? I'm trying to listen to Lydia.
Oh, bad. It was a 6. I didn't hear shit. Yeah. Okay.
Hey Charles.
Yes.
The Luminous Horror one, was that the one that casts Sickening Radiance? And if so, can it make a concentration check from my damage?
Sure.
All right.
It just barely passed.
All right. So I am going
Sean, how many
to...
times did you hit it?
Just once. I grappled
Oh,
it the
okay.
second time.
Oh, okay. Would you have to make another concentration check on the grapple?
Not necessarily.
No, it's only if you take damage or if
Okay.
there's some crazy cool thing. I don't know.
So does Marvis remember seeing this same type of monster that he saw in the past? If he did, he could give the information.
Is this the same thing that blew up our bag before?
It looks similar to it.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll give the information.
Just that it blew up our bag and or your
I-
bag.
Yeah, let's not do that again. Fontiev would like to not be in the middle of a black hole again.
Fair enough.
Was that the thing that blew up our bag?
Yes.
Ah.
This blood
It hasn't
horror.
done that yet, though.
It hasn't done it. ... yet.
Can we please not do that again?
Yeah. Hold on.
It's not gonna. Like, it hasn't done that, and it probably won't.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Marvis, do you tell me anything else about it, or just that it previously
I
really messed
can't-
us up?
I can't remember.
Totally
lot.
fine. Totally fine.
Kill it fast.
And as a player, I really can't remember.
No, that's totally okay. V is going to start juking around, but not going out of the blood demons or blood horrors.
Lydia is feebly reaching, and she's holding out some item towards you. She seems to be severely injured.
From where
I just hear the
am,
word juke, and I just imagine you start doing the Dempsey roll right now.
moving back will cause an opportunity attack.
If it wanted to, yeah. You're to be clear, you're also already within touch range of Lydia.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I will take whatever item she's giving me.
It's a scroll.
Ooh.
Scroll of comprehend languages.
Hell yeah.
And she says, listen to him. Listen to him.
Okay, V's gonna nod. Is Lydia, would it be an action to pick her up?
It could count as one attack, but it would take at least one of your hands to throw her over your shoulder.
I'm saying if I were to do that, I have a couple of questions.
It would count as a one grapple, but they would occupy your hand to hold her over your shoulder if you wanted to do that.
Okay. And one last question. Odaluk's Resilient Sphere, is that a one creature area? Or say, if I was to pick her up, would you include her on it? If you can see where I'm going with this.
Yeah, if you're carrying someone, it would enclose both, yeah.
Okay. Then I would like to do that. If
That's
it's
badass.
if it's
I like
possible. Yeah, I'm gonna hoist up Lydia and cast Odaluk's Resilient Sphere around me.
that. I'll leave it up to you to create an appropriate...
Yep. Perfect, we did it. I'm just gonna... There you go.
Lydia starts crying and just whispers, "Thank you, I don't deserve it. I'm sorry I broke your machine." It was an accident.
V's just gonna reply, "No, you do not. We will see if you can make it up to us." And he's gonna move. Gonna move. 5. Actually, no, he's not gonna walk into the blood. Actually, it doesn't matter. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna move
Okay,
to...
you're gonna roll over there.
We're gonna... Yep. Just gonna hamster ball over there.
Okay. So, what a floating heart is going to do is it's going to go ahead and float over this way. It's, to be clear, it's about 30 feet up from the. And then what it's going to do is it's going to go. It makes kind of like a spitting sound, and 2 little screaming things come out of it. And
Babbies.
fly 50 feet. Or 50 feet. This way. Fontiev sees Tom look up and say, "Holy shit!"
Marvis can probably barely make out a muffled V saying something along the lines of, "It looks like it's making something." Very, very mumbled. He's just making a comment on the horrors.
Yes. And it's Thalia's turn.
Okay. So I know Yllaxis is like actually holding this Luminous Horror one, like in her arms. So the other ones, are they within 10 feet of us? Or me
Yeah.
specifically?
They're within 10 feet, yeah. And in
Okay.
fact, you're close enough to the radiant heart that you take 5 radiant damage just because it's such a painfully burning light.
Okay. So the first thing that I do is I'm going to cast Shadow of Moil. So now Within 10 feet of me, dim light turns into complete darkness, and bright light in the same area turns to dim light. Until the spell ends, I have resistant to radiant damage, and whenever a creature within 10 feet hits me, they take some necrotic damage. So I'm doing that. And then I will.
Since it's hurting their light, they're gonna just straight up take instant damage.
Ooh, I like that.
Hell yeah.
Darkness, they
That's
did not
very
roll.
cool.
Cool. That sounds good. And then I am going to, as my bonus action, use Hexblade's Curse on, I guess, Luminous Heart 2.
And
So
these
I don't know if
two-
that would come into effect before or after, because anytime it takes damage from me, it deals an additional +5 with Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry, that's just for damage rolls. So never mind.
The one that was concentrating on sickening radiance dropped concentration.
Woo!
Yeah.
So then, in that case, I
Nice.
think. Well, do the birds get like an actual turn in initiative?
Put them in there because they're already been hurt a lot.
Okay. So in that case, because sickening radiance ended before their turn, I think they wouldn't have taken any damage because that should have been at the start of their turn. That's the only reason I'd brought it up before, because I remember from using it with Maggie.
That's very fair. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and then I'm gonna Hexblade's Curse the Luminous Heart 2 that is not being grappled. And yeah,
is that it?
that's my turn. Use
So
my
you
action
can
in my
see
bonus action.
there's a stairwell there. And as you look down the stairwell, you feel like the wind. There's a hole in the ceiling. The wind is kicking up. There's thunder and lightning high up in the sky. Clouds are getting thicker. Okay.
And it's
Ravenheart
very, very frightening.
is pissed off, and is going to walk over to Yllaxis. It is significantly larger than the others. And it is going to raise its arms and attempt to slash at Yllaxis
With disadvantage
with disadvantage. From what source?
from my whatever my 15th level ability is actually called. I think it's called Purity of Spirit, where I am always under the effects of the protection against good and evil spell, which means as a elemental, it has disadvantage on attacks against me.
Wow, that's so good.
That is so wonderfully good.
Paladin. I love it.
Woo.
Okay, so it's going to give 2 attacks towards Yllaxis. Who is he? Is Kiff
Very good.
here too?
Kiff is here as well. Yes.
Okay, it's going to start swinging wildly. It's going to attack twice to Yllaxis, twice to Kiff. Yllaxis easily blocks all these blows with her shield, but Kiff takes one in the tail with a 26 to hit.
Does it get any penalties for being in dim light?
Well, that's a good question. I don't think so, because it makes its own light.
It's fair.
But it definitely didn't like the shadow one.
Don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it. Not at all.
It's a big nope.
So Kiff, as this being of light just punches you right towards your face.
Oh boy.
You take 28 radiant damage. And please make a dexterity save to avoid being blinded.
Alright.
With advantage +3.
Copy that. Oh, good thing for that advantage. Stand by 1 second.
Million and a half.
11 plus 5, 16 plus 3 is a 19.
19. Actually, Kiff is blinded.
Oh wow.
Yeah, numbers getting higher. Kiff's blinded. You feel pain, a big pain in your. Wait, did you have the invisibility cloak on? I forget.
Yes.
Okay, then he couldn't target you, so he's gonna attack Altair instead, I guess. Altair takes 28 damage.
Oh, so I didn't.
give me
I
a
did not
second.
take that damage.
Yeah, because I forgot you're completely invisible.
Be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
The team
Smart.
members say, "Man, should do you guys want help? We've already taken a lot of damage here."
rough. Okay. I'm sorry. The T-Bird asked if it should help us.
Yes.
Provide
His
some.
exact words were, "Meh."
Yeah.
Actually, that's true. I can't understand it.
Probably can
Only
be
Talia can. Only Talia can.
Anyway, Lydia says to V, she says, "Why did you rescue me?"
Seem to be offering us something good. Seem to know a lot more about this place than we do. It would do us best if you are alive to tell us at least about what is going on here.
She says, anytime something dies, it's just the dimensions are weak here. These things keep coming through. She says there's too many of them to fight. She says, I've seen them. I just run now. Even Tom, I don't think would try to fight them. Meanwhile, Tom is running and he shouts over to where he thinks Fontiev is.
Nobody knows where I am.
He says, get inside. These guys ain't worth fighting here. Get inside. You saw how the other boys ran. And so he runs. He's going to run over to the door. The door seems to be locked and he's going to bang it out. And he says, God damn. Is Thalia here? Anyway, it's Kiff's turn. Kiff's invisible.
Yes. Kiff.
The Shadow of Moyle, I think it's has a duration. Yeah, so you're not going to take the damage from the Radiant Heart because it has been dimmed.
Copy.
You hear a faint hissing noise from down the stairs.
Interesting. Is anybody within melee range of any of these particular horrors?
Everyone is within melee range because I assume you're all on the same horse.
Yes.
Yes.
Kiff is going to hop off. And I'm going to need some floor. Thank you.
Oh.
Whoa, what happened there? There we go. Yeah, he's going to hop off, move a couple of feet to the side.
I'm going to say Kiff also sees some smashed machinery.
Ooh, man. Kiff will take 4 pot shots at Luminous Horror number 1. He'll make 3 of them sharpshooter.
Okay.
Pack tactics, so advantage on those rolls.
Yeah, and invisible.
First one's a nat 20.
Yeah, wow. Polly, are you back?
Yes.
The Thunderbird asked you if you want it to help, but it says it's already been hurt.
Seconds to 22.
Yep.
Stay there for now unless we almost die. Okay?
It nods.
The third is a 21. And the final is not sharpshooter. It's a 29.
These Chugglers don't even have true sight.
We'll make, actually, we will not make those bursting arrows. I'm sorry, no. Yeah, we'll just, we'll stick with normal arrowness
We'll just
there.
make them nuclear arrows.
So that'll be, altogether 46 plus 24 plus, what's the sharpshooter bonus again?
10.
Yeah, 46
Yeah.
plus 24 plus 40.
That sounds like a lot.
That it is. It's so funny the base damage is so small, but when you attack on sharpshooter and you hit all the time because pack tactics, it's a wonderful thing.
So it's very effective. It makes it seem easy. Yeah.
Who did you order?
And the actual natural rolls are Garbo. 8 plus 24 plus 40.
72, right?
Copy, yes. And then we have our Quiver of Lightning, which I think the base damage bounces to the other Luminous Horror here.
It disintegrates into a pile of glowing dust.
Nice.
Luminous Horror 2 takes, I believe, 8.
Okay. Skiff done?
He's going to use his second wind, but otherwise he is done.
These two look towards where you are. Because according to the rules, you can tell where somebody made a shot from.
Of course.
Okay, and then this guy is going to cast Sickening Radiance in Kiff's general area again. So we're going to play it by the rules. Thanks for the reminder, Leda. And we'll do that when it comes. And then it's going to try to attack Yllaxis with a beam attack, which
With
is
this
21 hit.
disadvantage?
Disadvantage because of your protection of good and evil. Damn.
Correct.
That's going to be a miss. With only 17.
Yep, that's a miss.
Yllaxis is very, very visible. And it's actually going to carefully walk over to the top of the stairs.
Carefully as it falls. That's kind of.
Yeah, something like that. I'll again make no sound the whole time. Okay, Fontiev's turn.
Well, let's see here. Give me a second. Fontiev is gonna take, once again, 2 pot shots at the floating horror of death and destruction and terror and scary and blood. It's over 20 to hit on that first sharpshooter.
And what's Marvis doing while that's happening?
That is 33 damage, Charles. And then
Ow.
that's over 20 again.
Is Marvis still with us?
Yep.
What are you doing while Fontiev's shooting?
I'm going to attack this blood horror.
38 damage.
Okay. And I'm saying you can't win, man. You gotta hide. You need cover. Just help me open this door.
Um,
Thank you.
Bless.
Thank you.
Fontiev's like, we'll get on that later. And then Fontiev disappears and sneaks away again.
Okay, so Fontieve uses bonus action hide in the tall grass.
Yes, I'm trying to just kind of keep my stealth and move away from things so they can never track me.
Okay. What's Marvis doing?
I'm attacking the blood horror.
Okay.
And I got a natural 20.
Okay, as AC 7.
Nice.
So, when you hit it, it makes a big splash and blood drops cover. Tell me about this hit. What are the special effects?
One second. Gotta get all my dice ready.
Sarah, are you having frame rate issues?
Currently, no, actually. We're doing pretty good. I will, like I said, I will keep you updated. I will let you know as soon as it happens because I get very picky about that kind of stuff.
So,
But no, we're doing good right now.
33 bludgeoning damage plus 4 fire damage.
I like turtles.
33 plus 4 is
37.
Thank you
These
so
are
much
big
for the Prime
squats.
Subsidy noise.
Nice.
Thank you.
And I
The blood
will.
drops form into little wailing little monsters in a circle around it.
I'm gonna tag it one more time. That is a dirty 20.
Yep.
15 damage.
15 damage. Again, splashes of blood come out and it forms into little monsters. This time gazers. 3
And
gazers.
I am going to maneuver myself over here, so I am between me and V.
V is encased in a
V,
magical
I am invincible currently.
Well, just in case.
Okay.
You never know when something could go horribly wrong.
This is true.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so Yllaxis' turn.
It's my turn. Very good. So one hand, I have the lovely, lovely thing. Correct?
That one got killed by Kiff, actually.
Oh, Kiff, you murdered it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Very good then. So we just have the large radiant one, and then the other luminous one went further down the hall.
Seems to be backing away downstairs.
Okay. Shall we let
Downstairs,
it?
you can hear someone saying, "Engineer Gunn, get in here. Where have you been? This is an emergency."
I see. Okay.
No, I cursed that one. We can't let it get away.
Very good. So this is what I will do. Altier will take the disengage action, and we will fly up to the luminous horror.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
Oh no.
You're a crack in the universe that I've never seen.
Aw. What a tragic way to go. So then, I will take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Wait, do you still take damage because it's dim light now?
Oh. Do I take damage because it's dim light now?
You did with your spell, yeah, exactly.
Everything within 10 feet of me, bright light becomes dim light.
Yes,
Oh, great.
There are nothing but light that is for me.
Great. So, then what I will do is let's do an oldie but goodie. Yeah, oldie but goodie. I will my eyes will gloss over, and you will see the glowing white eyes of a drow woman that etch into the brain and the head of the luminous whore as I say, grovel.
Uh-oh.
That's command. Add wisdom 16.
Oh, this is it fails. It grovels.
Very good. Thalia, on your turn, you will have advantage on an attack roll. On your
Yes.
attack roll.
Oh, let me just check my initiative. Yeah. Okay. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
Talia, how are you on health? Good?
Okay, I'm at 82 out of 123.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. So remembering everything here, I remember that guy casts Singing Radiance, and we're doing it the right way, which is only when the turn starts. So Yllaxis should make a con save.
Oh, Sickening Radiance is right here?
I forgot to make it effective.
Oh, okay, very good then. Give me one moment.
Here. It was casted here.
So I know where we started, we were in it. Are we still in it right now?
It is a 30-foot radius, so it's going to mostly fill the room around the corner near the
It's a dirty 20.
A nerdy 20. You are
Dirty 20.
You are not affected.
Very good. And I gotta make another one for Altier. 18
Okay,
for
well.
Altier.
Meanwhile, a crowd of little monsters begins to attack Marvis. We have 5 wretches and 3 gators. What's your AC, Marvis?
My AC is 17.
Okay, first of all, these guys all chomp you for a total of 16 piercing. Divided by 2 is 8.
Okay.
3 of them are now stuck to your arms and legs. They're attached to you. The other 2 are not. The 3 gazers are going to shoot ice beams at you, and only one of them hits for 11 cold damage.
Okay.
And Bloodheart is going to attempt to slap you in the face thrice after moving over to your other side.
Okay.
This is some serious tanking going on here. So it's going to hit you twice. That's 42 divided by 2 is 21.
Okay.
Are you still alive?
Of course I am.
Okay. It's V's turn.
And also, as a reaction, I'm going to attack the guy who slapped me like 3 times.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
That is 29 to hit.
Yes.
It's like I
Yes.
keep zooming back and forth. These little boys, they're so cute. The wretched. They're so
Wretched.
darn cute.
They
And
are.
yet they're going to murder your face.
Not me. I'm in a sphere.
They're literally gnawing on Marvis.
Yeah, it's not good. Question. I'm probably gonna use comprehend languages, but I have another question for you. With resilient sphere, can spells go outside of it, or no?
That I will answer in a second.
That
Nothing-
is
nothing
19.
passes through it.
Nothing can pass through it. So okay, so I cannot cast spells outside of it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It can be dispel if someone casts dispel.
This disintegrate.
It doesn't say it can't be dispel. So it can
A disintegrate spell targeting the globe destroys it.
right.
Everything else does not work.
Okay, so Marvis, tell me about your counterattack.
It's 19 damage.
That's hits.
No, that's the damage.
That's the damage. Okay.
Nice. V is going to kind of lean over Marvis and say, it may be a good idea to leave if possible. We are okay.
The blood splatters away, and the drop as it hits the ground forms into 2 spectators.
V is gonna use comprehend languages. That's what they can do right now.
Are you going to use the scroll?
Yep, that's all they can do. And
Okay.
move.
So you see the huge sign on the building over here says power plant. On the building to the west.
Okay, great.
And you see the building to the north, there's a map.
Mhm.
I don't know who has the map. The building to the north says Legacy Building, this one.
Yeah.
Through it.
They're
This
the big one.
Hangar / garage. And you see a sign on the building across that pond there, which says laboratory.
Oh, okay. For now, I mean, Marvis, do you have any way of getting out of here?
Oh, yes, I do. And can I just... I know it's kind of like bonus action Frenzy Rage.
That was your reaction. Just check this. Okay, so that was that guy. Yeah, that was already taken care of for Marvis.
Okay.
Okay. This guy over here, the floating Marvis.
Oh, wait, I haven't moved yet. I would like to still move.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna, oh, well, that's just her, but yeah, all of us as a pair. Move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm gonna bring Bubbles with me.
Is bubbles inside the bubble?
20. Nope.
No.
25. Nope. 30. He can move 40, so 35, 40.
So just to confirm, that bubble that you're in, if someone were to do an AoE spell, you would
Nothing.
not get.
Yep,
Okay.
I am good. I am good against anything except for very specifically the disintegrate spell. That
Okay.
is the only thing, and my concentration running out.
Okay.
No, dispel magic specifically cannot dispel it. It says any spell, no physical object, no spell, no other energy effect at all, period, can make it through.
Can pass through.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's specific, and it very much so designates a disintegrate spell targeting the globe destroys it. Because
Okay.
disintegrate is a 6th level spell. That's like the point of Odalux. It's really hard to get through.
It's tough to get through. Okay, so next up, Floating Hive, which has taken a lot of arrows, but it's still kind of just large and floating. Well, it's kind of bleeding a little bit. It's going to keep floating over in this direction. And these little guys are actually going to. We should actually judge the distance. Okay, so we got this divided by 2 times 5 is 100. So these guys are going to dash, and they seem to be able to see Tom. You hear Tom screaming. He says, "Oh no, they're going to get me!" This thing, it's screaming. It's zooming directly towards Fontiev, who is hidden from a horizontal perspective, but is relatively easy to see from the sky. And then the Floating Heart is going to summon 2 more, and they're going to move over here. Okay, then it's Thalia's turn.
Okay. I have to make a save for.
Sickening Radiance, yeah.
Okay.
But you are snuggled up to Yllaxis.
Advantage plus 3.
Yes.
Advantage plus
Yllaxis is very, very tough now.
Bad. Okay, so I rolled a.
Your voice, I think,
Elena.
just cut out, Elena.
I accidentally muted myself instead
You were
of
so
unmuting
excited
myself.
you muted yourself.
So there we go. Yes. So I rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20. So
big.
I think we're good. Yep. Would have been 26 total, but seems like we're good. So glad about that. And then the. Sorry, I'm having trouble navigating the map as usual. So this luminous horror is now groveling before us, which means that it is on the ground, right?
Yes. It
Okay,
appears
cool.
to be bowing to each
Yeah.
other.
Cool. So I'm going to attack with Babette over here, and I get advantage.
Yes.
Okay. Oh
And
man.
get the cursor.
Yes. And have the curse. Okay, that is 18 plus a lot. So I think that hits.
Yeah.
Stuff.
That
Okay.
is an effect.
Okay, and then plus. Hold on, I always have to like add up all the stuff. Okay. So that's a D10. Okay, so that's 21 damage on the first hit, and I'd like to grapple it,
Okay.
which I can
Grapple.
do. And then I'll make a second attack. Do I still get advantage on that or no?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Not as good, but I think that's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So that's 24 damage. And then for my bonus action, I will.
Are you gonna try to push it or pull it or something with the ground? It is right next to some stairs.
What do you think? Shall we throw it down
Good.
some stairs?
You could do that, or you can keep it here so it is grappled, meaning its movement is 0 and prone. So then it's just wasting its time doing that, and then we could hit it like a pinata a few times.
That sounds like fun.
The cocky elephant.
Let me just see. Hold on. Okay. Is there enough like room for us to, if I move around to like the other side of it, to get out of the range of sickening radiance?
Yes.
Okay,
You
so I'd
probably
like
have to get off of the horse.
that.
Or wait for it to get to your move. Actually, it needs to make a concentration. Let me check that.
2 concentration
Okay,
checks.
it's got the concentration that doesn't exist.
Woo!
Very good.
Love to hear it. Okay, so never mind. Yeah, I'll just I'll rein it in so it's nice and close to us while still grappled, and I will use. Sorry, I'm still navigating all the features and stuff. I will. What is the
I
thing?
could even step on it then.
Yeah. And where is it? I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it. I took a thing that on a bonus action I can give it 5. Here we go. On my bonus action, I will give it 5 psychic damage.
Now?
And
Okay.
that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Reinhardt is going to start by casting Flame Strike on you guys. Dex save on Thalia and Yllaxis.
Okay. You know the drill at this point, right, Talia?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that... Hold on, I'm trying to move the things over.
There you go.
19.
Thalia takes
19.
35 fire and radiant damage.
So I only take
oh.
half. I have halved radiant damage.
Okay, so that's 28 instead.
Okay.
Well over 20. I got 23, and Altier got a 22.
So you guys only take 17 damage each.
I'm going to choose to take none.
Which feature is that?
That is my shield master. Use as a reaction on a successful dex save. Take no damage.
Okay, great. This guy's gonna run.
Yllaxis says hard
Is
no
it-
thank you.
Is
Nope.
it how far away from us is it?
It was about 25 feet away, and now it just ran up
Okay.
to try to attack Yllaxis because Yllaxis is such a beacon of badass.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And it's gonna try to punch Yllaxis thrice. I'm gonna use Beam Die this time.
Okay. With
because
disadvantage,
it
right?
increase the stakes. Disadvantage, yes, but it doesn't hit you at all. You just block
Very
it.
good. Very good.
Thunderbird is
Oh
a little
man,
bit.
Yllaxis sure is being a paladin. I love this.
Thunderbird is being a little bit cheered up and is gonna go over and cast Lightning Bolt this thing.
Hooray.
And she's just
Thank you.
lightning damage. Okay, and Tom is gonna try to fight this thing. He says, God damn it, get off me. And it's kind of know if anybody's looking in that direction or has line of sight over there. Maybe finds it a little bit. But there's a big explosion. There's a big kaboom from the east side of the power plant. And Lydia, I don't believe she was healed, so she's just kind of clinging to B.
Yes.
We could take a break now if you want, or we could do Kiff's turn.
Is this top of the round?
This is top of the round.
Yes, it is.
I would be okay with taking a break here if that's okay
Yeah.
with everyone. Just because I want to spit out my gum that I'm chewing because it tastes
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Oh no. Yeah, I want to get water.
Awesome. So it is break time. That means those of you who are on the stream, you can ask questions, and make comments, say hi, whatever you want to do. But yeah, it's break time.
I just realized I was on mute. We will make words at each other.
Yeah, we'll make some words.
I'll be right back. But yeah, words are good things.
I did not forget that I had to make a concentration check for Shadow of Moil, and I didn't want to interrupt people talking, and I didn't want to forget. So at 919, I rolled, and I passed with a dirty 20.
Noise.
Just.
So conscientious of. Alright. Leah, what is Kiff gonna do here? Kiff's still invisible.
Hold on, let me switch us back to tabletop game.
Yeah.
We're recording, but I just wanna get the pumpkins out of the way. Sorry, Kiff, go for it.
Lumpkins?
Yeah.
It's okay. Are you guys in melee range of the Radiant Horror? Yllaxis and
Yes, he's in
Thalia?
melee range, exactly.
Okay. Kiff will, he's gonna move, we'll call it 20 feet. I got the movement.
But people are
Call it
saying-
like 40-ish. I guess it's about 40 feet back towards the bird. And then do the same deal, 4 attacks on the Radiant Horror. 3 sharpshooter.
AC 18. Still dimmed by Thalia's.
First one's a miss. Second one is a hit with a 21. Third one's a miss. Wait. Fourth one's a hit, also with a 21. So that'll be 2d6 plus 12 plus 20. (19 plus 20, 39 damage.
Nice. 78 total. It begins to flicker. Is that the end of Kiff's turn?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, the luminous guy that is grappled by Thalia and prone tries to swipe at her, but it's just it couldn't. Completely misses. It's Fontiev's turn. There is a screaming little fleshy face thing right up in your face. It isn't attacking you, but it is screaming at you, and it is in melee range.
No, based on that cube, which would put it at least 10 feet in the air, which would put me out of there. It would have to have reach to get to me.
It went right up to you because it was dashing. It was hoping to attack on its next turn, or opportunity attack you.
Fontiev is gonna...
You heard Tom screaming for help over there. You can't quite see what happened to you, but you saw something explode. He said something about the doors being locked.
Oh, there's something I can do about that. So Fontiev is gonna... Just for the record, for context, like, is this like inside over here? I'm very confused.
There are a lot of holes in this building on the second floor, but there's no holes in the walls on this first floor. These stacks of cubes represent people being on the second floor.
Okay. So there's that. How is Marvis doing with our horror friends over there?
Don't worry about me.
He's very far away, and you can't really see him due to all the obstacles. But yeah.
It's kind of just
Prob-
chaos over there.
Probably
So
just
it-
shoot the thing that's flying in the air for me,
Basically,
please.
it looks like if Fontiev moves, you're probably gonna get an opportunity to attack.
Okay, so Fontiev is gonna take 2 pot shots at the floating horror.
Okay. It does look significantly damaged. Is this sharpshooter?
Yeah, this is gonna be sharpshooter.
Okay.
That's over 20.
After Fontiev is Marvis.
That's 40 damage, Charles.
Yep.
Is it dead yet?
It is looking very pincushiony right now, and it's sort of floating a little bit less, you might say.
Is it bloodied at least?
It's like slowly drifting down towards the ground because it looks so heavily damaged. You still have a clear shot.
It's like a 3-day-old balloon.
Right.
Okay. That is another 40 damage, Charles.
Okay, it's gonna die with a big splattering of non-toxic, safe for kids, blood.
Safe
Orange
for
blood.
children blood.
Safe for children.
Exactly what I want my blood to be. Safe
fun
for
blood.
kids. It is fun blood.
It's not funny to get. Okay, does Fontiev want to move or just kind of
Fontiev
underneath his face?
Fontiev is gonna move, and he's gonna move in a way that he's gonna be try to be like hidden in the grass.
Okay, he's gonna take one opportunity attack attempt from this guy. And what's Fontiev's AC?
A good question. I think it's either 17 or 18 right now. Let me double check.
Okay, no, that's a miss. So Fontiev's gonna move 50 feet that way, right?
50 feet. You know, I'm gonna bonus action dash. I'm gonna tack the dash onto my my bonus action, and I'm gonna go disappear behind this tree.
So they only get one bonus action, but you can be behind the tree.
Oh, my bonus action. Like, remember, I get dash on a bonus action.
Yes, but not dash and hide, so you can do one.
Um,
In the grass.
I'm gonna go as far as I can, and I'm gonna hide because my stealth is crazy high.
Okay,
And
so
I'm gonna make sure I'm hidden
you're
from the
not gonna
sky.
hide in the grass, but you're gonna dash. Okay.
No, I'm hiding in the grass, but I'm gonna make sure.
You make a dash or hide.
I literally just said I'm going to hide, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm hidden from the sky.
Okay, so you're not gonna dash. Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna do 10 feet from here, which is right here. Yep. Okay, great. Okay, so Yllaxis. Is
Wait,
Yllaxis
what?
with us?
Hello.
Wait,
Wait, what about Marvis?
Yes, I am.
yeah, it's my turn.
Oh shit, I forgot Marvis. Can't forget Marvis.
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. So 3 of these things are just chewing on your arm/legs.
Right, I'm going to attack the big blood thing.
Okay. AC 17.
I'm gonna make it reckless. That is 22 to hit.
Yep.
That's 20, and I'm also gonna cast Shadow, and that's 3d8.
Yeah. It's gonna be a big shatter.
That's 11.
So a total of 33, right?
Why?
Damage. Right?
Wait, why 33?
I was just adding 21 plus the 20 plus the 12.
Oh yeah, that would be 31.
Okay. So with the big shatter, 3 of these die, all the ones on your arms and shoulder die. These dies. Spectators take it.
How does this thing look?
The blood heart, it kind of melts down. It looks significantly damaged. It looks bloody.
Okay, one more time.
Alright, it's already bloody, but it looks more bloody.
I'm going to attack it one more time.
Okay.
That is 20, no, a 30 to hit.
Yes. Definitely.
That is 19, and I'm going to do Shadow one more time. That's 15. 19 plus 15 is 34 damage total.
Its blood started to form into more monsters, but your shatter is going to shatter pretty much every single one. 34 damage total, right?
Yep.
Is that the end of your turn?
Is it still standing?
It's still standing. It's kind of looking like it wants to leave and shrink away from you.
One more attack.
Uh,
That is 28 to hit.
yes.
That's 15 plus 1 more Shatter, just for good measure. That is 15 plus 6, 21.
If you get into shatters, everything else, wow, 21. Yeah, it's actually completely dead this time.
Yeah.
It's completely and totally dead. There's still one wretch left, but this thing is completely dead. There's a big puddle of blood, but it is slowly seeping into the soil.
And I will just give a wink to V and go like, see, hey, okay.
You hear a
That's my turn.
muffled. You hear V muffled say, "We're glad you're okay."
There is a huge mess around Marvis.
Alright, that's my turn.
Yllaxis' turn.
Very good. I'm going to attack with advantage the thing that's grappled and prone.
By the way, it would be very easy for Altier to kick it too if you didn't want to do that.
Okay, sounds good. I don't think I'm. We'll find out if I do that. I got a something relative over 20 to hit,
Yep.
and that is going to be 15 points of damage.
Yep, it looks it looks like its light is quite dim indeed. It's almost flickered out.
Okay, second attack. Natural 19.
How would you like to kill it?
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So, as the light flickers out, or is starting to flicker out, I want the final blow of the sword to crush it into stardust, and the remainder of its glow ignites onto the Holy Avenger.
I like it. The light seems to be absorbed into your Holy Avenger.
Very good. I'm going to turn around and is this in my melee range right now, the Radiant Horror, or it is?
Yeah, it's shaking its four fists at you, but it still makes not a single sound.
Very good. Very good. I am going to use my bonus action Shieldmaster Shove. As the sword does the one glowing with it, the shield comes spinning from around me, bashing it on the head for a shove prone
It falls
attempt.
to the ground with a silent thump.
Nice.
Very good.
And it's V's turn.
So Thalia did say, or not Thalia, Lydia did say to, I'm sorry, the Ias get me every time. Lydia did say to listen to things, but they're all dead now.
She
So-
said, listen to him.
Yep.
And she's gonna point to the northeast, and she's gonna say, he's in the dormitory building in the basement.
Thank you. Thanks for moving that over. I was going over to look at it anyway.
Yeah.
V will say to Lydia, once we are safe, we will go over to listen to him. And oh, go ahead.
She just said thank you, but she seems very tired. She seems injured. She seems
Yeah, sleepy. How like bad is she currently?
She seems like she's waking up currently.
Okay, I'll take a moment and
It seems like she took like a gore tusk to the chest.
okay, since she's in the thing, I'm gonna take a moment to cure wounds her.
Okay, just use cure wounds.
Cured wounds. Do you want me to roll it, or are you gonna just be like that? Either way, it's fine. Okay.
She has like 20 wounds.
Okay.
She's
Roll
in
it.
surgery. What does Talia do?
Surprise.
Oh,
Speaking of move.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so she's not dead.
5 HP total.
She's okay now.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Talia. My apologies.
Okay, so first things first, as of level 14, when a creature that I have applied my Hexblade's curse to dies, I can apply the curse to a different creature within 30 feet. Does that take my bonus action, or is that a free action?
I'm gonna say that's free.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So I will move my Hexblade's curse to this Radiant Horror. That is thing number 1. And then I am going to try to hit it with Babette and grapple if I hit. And I do have advantage because it's prone, right?
ACT.
Okay, that is 28 to hit.
Yes.
So
You guys don't miss
is
it.
the 10, right?
We got them hits.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't so great on the damage, so that is 12 damage for the first one. And then I will grapple it and attack again.
Okay.
Oh my god, 2 natural 20s! It's so exciting! Oh my god, it's a waste of 2
Those
of
are the
them.
no,
But,
no,
like-
it's great.
Oh man, how bad does it look?
It looks about half damage.
Half damaged?
Yeah. It doesn't look like it wants to be there.
Okay,
It doesn't
so
like it.
so I'm gonna. I feel like this is a really good hit, so I'm gonna expend a spell slot and also throw in an Eldritch Smite because I haven't got to do that yet. So this is exciting for me.
From the
Yes. Okay. And that is. Hold on. I just have to roll the dice.
That's this guy. Yeah, the Thunderbird seems ready to give it a good smack if you don't finish it.
Okay. Okay, so that's 45 damage. Wait, no, I lied. I'm sorry, that's 45. 35 doubled to 70 plus 10
Yeah,
is
definitely
80.
dead. It's definitely dead.
Okay. Yay, I forgot to double the damage at first. Okay.
It's dead, calm
So yeah, I'm gonna swing my bet around for the first hit, just like wrap it around, and then just go to like bash its face in, and then with that just Eldritch Smite and Force Blast it to
Okay.
a million light shards.
Yeah, there's the floor is covered with luminous shards.
Do I have luminous shards on my skin too? Glowing in dim light, because
I
I'm
think you're,
also
like,
wreathed in
aesthetically, yeah.
shadows.
She just wants to be cool.
They're being dimmed by the shadows.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I forget, I forgot the Screaming Heart here. So since Fontiev didn't hide, we could see.
I
all the
did
grass.
hide. I said that 3 times.
Okay, he's hidden in the grass. So he
And
was
I'm
there.
hidden from the sky as well. I specifically said this.
So what these guys are gonna do is they're gonna float above the grass. They want to find Fontiev. They can't see him, but they want to find him. So they're gonna look around over to here. One guy's gonna go over this way. They've all ready to attack if they see anything. This guy's gonna go over this way. Okay, they don't see Fontiev because he hit. So yeah, Thunderbird is gonna say thanks a lot. And it looks quite exhausted. It says can you heal me? Saying that to Thalia, since Thalia was one helping.
You're welcome, and maybe there are no other enemies in the vicinity, right, that we can see.
The bird looks sad and shakes its head no, and goes "Brr," and gestures down the stairs. It says, "They keep coming up there. I've defeated groups like this dozens of times. Jesus, I'm trying to fly away from my nest to make a new one, but I can't get out of this valley. They keep coming up."
Quick time out. I'm going to reiterate, they would have heard the explosion that happened outside.
The one on the east side of the building? Yes, that's
Yeah.
a good point. That's a good
Yeah, you guys would know that there was an explosion outside.
point. Yes. Exactly. The bird says there's something cursed about this building, and there's something horrible in the basement. In the basement of this building. I hear it hissing. You can indeed hear a hissing sound.
Alright.
That
Well,
all's gonna happen.
since
You can reply once, I guess.
yeah, well, so first, since nothing is coming, and I probably can't transfer my Hexblade's curse up, I will regain 20 hit points since that thing just died.
Yep.
And then I'll like poke Yllaxis and be like, Bird wants some healing. Also, there's like some hissing thing in the basement, and well, and if we can't block this, they'll just keep coming up the stairs.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing I forgot is this little wretch is gonna just kind of head for run away. after it sees Marvis kill everything. And yeah, so the only person who's kind of in danger now is Fontiev. So let's focus on that a little bit. So Fontiev, so you're hiding, and they're all kind of swarming around looking for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. My passive stealth is floored at 25, so they ain't finding me.
Okay,
And
so
I
you're
cannot
hiding
be-
in the grass.
And they cannot detect me by like at all right now.
I do want to say that stealth is not invisibility, so you have to be behind something. Currently, you're kind of like you're crouched in the grass, so not easy to find. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna hide there? Are you gonna go somewhere?
I'm gonna sneak with my passive 25 stealth and try to start making my way towards where Marvis and B are.
I'm gonna ask you to roll the stealth actively. So what is your stealth score? You have like 5 dexterity and then
I have 15 because I have expertise in it.
okay.
That would be 30 stealth.
Okay, where's the expertise coming from again? I'm trying to.
That's coming from Canny.
Okay, so they don't see you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use that to make my way in a very quick, probably double dash type fashion to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay, so since you were hidden in the grass,
5,
they're not going to see you, so we can effectively say the battle's over unless you go into an open area within their view.
No, I'm just moving over here towards like the grass over here and staying hidden.
So you can see Tom's flaming corpse by the door.
Like, oh boy, poor Tom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he kind of charcoal right now.
So yeah, why don't you and Marvis and B?
Well, B will let Marvis know he's gonna kind of roll his way over. I'm letting Odalux do its thing. I'm not coming out of Odalux as of yet.
And Fontiev is just kind of like whispering to Marvis as close as he can be. Marvis. They're screaming horrors out in the field. They're scary. Can you beat them deathless?
Do you have a weapon?
We thought they exploded on physical contact.
No, there's 3 more.
We thought they exploded on physical contact. Is there no way you can shoot at them?
And I guess technically I can, but still. I'm just letting you know there's 3 more.
Well,
Alright. Shoot them, and if they come towards you, I'll take the hit.
Okay.
V's gonna... I don't know, are we out of initiative technically?
I don't know what the plan is.
Okay. Well, I mean, V... how long do I have on Odalux? It's only a minute. It's short.
Like a half minute.
Okay. So if I were to, like, sprint into initiative, it would work, but...
Yeah.
I mean... He's just gonna say, you can thank me later, or you can thank us later.
Angry buzzing sounds.
Yep, he's gonna just go into initiative and try to piss off some faces.
Okay. So, do you mind if we use the same initiative?
Yep, go for it. V is...
So V's first.
Yep.
Unless Marvis wants to do something.
V is just yelling and waving his hands, still in Odalux,
Okay.
trying to get attention of the circles.
Okay, so V is just trying to just tell them to attack him, right?
Yep.
So this one is actually going to do that. It's going to scream and zoom right towards you and then explode right on you, which ignites the grass, but because the sphere doesn't hurt you or Miss Lydia.
Whoa.
The other guys, one of them is going to go fly over here
Towards me. Sort of thing.
towards you and is going to kind of look and looks around, doesn't see Fontiev, This one is gonna dash over here. So this one looks like ready to fight. Okay, so then it's gonna be Marvis and Fontiev's turn.
Okay.
Marvis is first, technically.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm going to move over here.
The edge of the hedge.
Oh gosh. Come on, stand up. There you go. Okay. I'm going to chuck my axe so it hits both of these.
Okay, roll the hedge. They only have AC 14, so it should be
30.
Okay, Fontiev needs to make a dexterity save to dodge the explosion.
Okay. Over 20.
Okay, so you take half the damage from both of the explosions. Or one.
I'm also gonna invoke my uncanny dodge because I got that at 15, so I'm gonna take a quarter of all that.
See that on the revised imagery.
It's there. It's under Superior Hunter's defense.
Let's see it. Okay.
It's under Superior Hunter's defense. You gain one of the following features: evasion, stand against the tide, or uncanny dodge. So uncanny dodge, I took uncanny dodge at 15.
When it's an attack, this is not an attack. This is an explosion. Okay, so it's going to be 34 fire damage to you. And the grass is.
No, it still says when it hits me with an attack.
It's not an attack. It's an area effect.
That's still qualified. Okay, whatever.
Trust the name. Okay. So yeah, you're not on fire, but the grass is. Okay, so that's it. There's no more enemies. The sky is relatively clear, and you're free to go.
So all of our little boys exploded?
Yes, you can't see any hostile beings.
Yes. V is gonna try to at least stamp out the grass a little bit until Odalux starts to fade, and then they will move. So they
Just
don't
gonna
get set on
monkey
fire.
ball over it.
Yeah. Do my best to
What skill would that be? Maybe like nature or like.
Yeah, it could be nature if you want it to be nature. Relatively smart.
Roll some kind of intelligence based.
Do nature. Fires and just stomp on them. I gotta make these. Let's see. Ah!
We're gonna stop, drop, and roll.
15.
You're able to stomp out the fire. It's just gonna leave a big burn patch.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm assuming at this point Odalux is over.
Yep.
And Charles,
I'll put Lydia down.
Yep.
per Jeremy Crawford on Sage Advice, it does work on any source of damage attacks, regardless of what it is, regardless of whether it's an explosion, like a fireball, or a spell.
Okay, Jeremy Crawford could take a hike. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fire's out. There is a little. I guess I'll count for this one too. Tom seems quite burned and dead over there. You can search it. You can look at that if you want, or yeah. Let me know what you guys want to do.
Those of us who are up on the second floor, know if Yllaxis was gonna heal Brody or not.
Would very much like to, if that's okay.
Please.
Yes.
Okay. Now that initiative is over, I dismount Altier. The first thing I do is I approach with dignity and curtsy and inform Thalia to explain that I am going to touch the Thunderbird's face in order to heal it.
Okay.
I imagine Yllaxis says everything very eloquently and poetic, and what Thalia has to say in Primordial is just the most simple basic words.
Face, touch, heal.
It's a rough translation.
You know?
Yeah.
Face, touch, heal. We got
I'll
you.
caress you. I will caress you and bring you back vigor and health. Return you to your original status. Touch face health.
Yeah. Touch face, feel good.
Yes, perfect.
Thumbs up.
You've learned it from Kiff.
Marvis hears the sound of shattering glass from a building to the north of it.
V, if they hear that, V is gonna say, Lydia says that there is someone we must listen to in that building, and I'm gonna point to the northeast building, if I'm not mistaken. Is one of the Gan? And I'm gonna look at Lydia, or V looks at Lydia, sort of questioning if it's a Gan or not.
Lydia, where's V right now? V's up here. Lydia is catching her. She's leaning on her staff. She says, "Thank you for saving me for those horrible bandits." She says, "They've gone mad. They're starving here." She goes, "Yes. There's only one you need to speak to. He needs your help. He's in the dormitory."
Dormitory.
She says, "It's up there, past the hangar and the Yllaxis."
And you will not break anything. We did. Oh wait, I have a horror stuck to me. Get out of here. I got him. He's over here. Little star spawn.
He says it is truly a tragedy what happened to Tom. And
Yes.
She looks at Tom's direction.
Yes, it seems as if we could not save both of you.
Still, you made the right choice.
We will see about that. And V starts to make his way, or make their way, I guess. Actually, towards Bubbles. Bubbles did not do anything during that fight. Does Bubbles have some of that pig meat?
He has plenty of pork.
Awesome.
There's even more of it over there if he wants some.
Yeah. No, V is
Good
going to
meats.
show Marvis and say, for food, we will need to make sure that we are not hungry. Where can we store this? I'm directing that at Marvis. Yes.
Kiff has a fridge.
I know, but you're not here. It also only holds 1 meal stick worth, and I think that's more pig than meal stick.
I don't know. Since I don't eat, I don't know where.
V
Walking over to Tom's corpse.
V looks at Marvis and opens Bubbles' little chest cavity and puts some of it in there, and then he just kind of offers the rest to Marvis, hopeful.
Well, that's just odd.
As he closes and latches Bubbles for now.
I think let's say 10 pounds of ham is what fits in Bubbles.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that reminds me for later. I have a really good story involving ham that happened today.
Okay.
Okay, this is to be a really interesting story if it somehow involves ham. No, I'm like
It
legitimately
involves
like.
the word ham. At the
Oh,
very
okay, I was gonna say. It's gonna involve a literal like slab of ham. I'm gonna be very interested right now.
Anyway, yeah, that's all V does is they put some of the meat in Bubbles for now and give the rest to Marvis. Again, somewhat hopeful.
I kind of tilt my head and go like, do you want me to put this in my chest?
If you can do that, it would be better than carrying it.
No.
You just see V just sort of buzz a little slower. And V just says, all right then. If you could give it to the others
hand
when
it
they
off.
come back.
I'll hand it off to Fontiev.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Fontiev is just like, thank you.
It will keep us not hungry while we are exploring the valley. It's good to get food when it is opportunistic, or when it is opportune. I'm supposed to be smart, and I can't use words. But V is very confidently saying that we should go to the northeast building. I don't know if they're coming out of the building or not yet.
So the T-bird was healed. She says thanks.
Should we block
She
this?
said- She's just gonna say that she needs to rest and she doesn't know if she can defend another attack without you guys. So she hopes you can stop this permanently whenever she's coming up from downstairs.
How often were they attacking?
She says recently about once every hour.
Okay, so I'll relay this to Yllaxis and Kiff. And then should we try to block this while we take care of whatever's downstairs?
Kiff says.
We need to do
Yes.
something.
I don't know where the hell it went, but I have my little trap. Kiff will, if we make our way down the stairs, Kiff. What? Hold on. What'd you say, Sarah?
Nothing. I'm just saying that V, Fontiev, and Marvis are chilling outside, unbeknownst to them. They have no idea what's happening inside. Just so you know, it might be a good idea to like group us up before we go downstairs.
We were gonna come to you. I think we're just
Oh,
setting
okay.
something in the immediate moment. Just in case
Okay. Because
think,
the way
yeah,
that the way that Kiff said it, it made me think that he was just gonna go downstairs. I was like, no, wait for us.
No, I think we're trying to find a way to like block off this hallway.
Ah.
And then we'll come down so this way we can clear it out from underneath and
Sounds
not worry
good.
about them dying in the meantime.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay.
Kiff
Cool.
will, go to the stairs, place little Timmy down. I'll whisper to little Timmy, I know you're hungry, boy. Go eat. Go eat. And then Kiff will come back, and then he'll turn to the Thunderbird and make a little motion with his hands, like, like jaws snapping up, and then point to little Timmy and say, no touchy, big ow ow.
She nods.
Kiff will then turn to Yllaxis and say, see? Kiff speaks bird. Okay, let's go.
If you are possibly the most eloquent speaker I've yet to meet.
Kiff blushes.
So I take it we take the Altier bus down.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, just to confirm, are you guys going down the stairs inside the building or are you going outside?
We're going outside.
Okay.
Yeah, outside.
Yes. To no longer split the party.
I do like a breach and clear situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are just coming down to us.
Yep.
Correct.
Wonderful. As you come down, V is going to say, look, we have found meat. And he'll just open bubbles. You can just see about 7 to 10 pounds of just ham.
And V just says this while everything's still kind of on fire.
Yes.
Kiff's eyes widen, and he subconsciously begins drooling from the left side of his mouth.
So full bear.
He's a dragon.
I meant real life bear.
Oh, yeah. Yes, full R bear, the dog.
Yes.
Exactly. You nailed it. I was confused.
Lydia seems to be looting the corpse of Tom.
V's gonna look at Yllaxis and kind of look over at Thalia and say, we have lost Tom.
Lydia. Nice to see you again. What are you doing?
She holds this out and she says, is this yours? And it looks like the wand of sending that had been missing from your, you guys' stash. She says, I found it on Tom. Like, maybe he stole it from you.
That was when we woke up. We didn't have it. We thought we didn't have
Yeah,
it.
when
Okay.
we woke up from the tents.
I will take it from her.
Okay. Fontiev would like to take the descending, the rod ascending and the wand ascending, and he wants to try to attempt. He's gonna focus on who's the closest, Marisha Willow.
Marsha?
Yeah, Marsha Willow, and he's gonna try to send a message just to see if he can actually break through the barrier with this.
Good call.
Why you roll Arcana? Because it's not easy. There's a lot of static when you try to use it.
Okay.
It's that you're having a
bad connection.
Yeah.
Literally a bad brain connection.
Will an 18 do it?
What are you saying?
I said, Marisha, can you hear us? We attempted to go into the valley, but we seem to have fallen into some kind of weird extra-dimensional plane, and we're currently between either in a different world or between worlds. I'm not really sure how to describe it.
Who is this?
It's Fontiev. It's Fontiev. Hi, yes, and I just repeat what I said again.
Okay,
On
so you're
constant
you're
repeat.
reporting on your current status, right?
Yeah, and I'm basically telling them where we are and potentially to see if maybe they can help us figure out how to get out of said weird dimensional subplane.
She says okay. It seems like she can't really hear the details of what you're saying. She says it's like really hard to say what she's saying. She says try to look around. The most you can hear, she says something about try to look around.
Try to look
around. Yeah.
Okay, well, at least we know we can get something to the outside. On that note,
the wind comes up here and all the grass starts blowing in the wind, and the wind starts to howl.
Okay. Fontiev would also like to use his portal sensing to detect more rifts around to see if maybe we can find a way out.
Okay, let's see. So he senses a lot in the basement of the power plant, and he definitely senses one. He senses a lot of flickering portals in the basement of the Legacy building, and a strong sense from the dormitory building as well.
What about the crack that was over here? Is that completely gone now?
The crack that was where? That one is mostly sealed now, yes.
Okay.
And you sense a new crack from where Tom was just killed.
And Lydia, move.
Okay. Oh, she looks a little alarmed, so she's gonna try to hobble over with her walking stick.
Thalia, help her. Move very far away from Tom.
Lydia, shit, it's cold out here. Can we get inside somewhere? Let's get inside somewhere.
I do think we should go through
I don't feel safe out here.
door.
Well, there's another door on the other side. Over here.
Would there be any way we could go through the rooftop where you all just were?
We could. There were a bunch of glowing enemies. We killed them, but I think there are more, and they pop up every hour or so to attack the Thunderbird.
Well, we should do something about that.
Yes, little Timmy up there. Watch out.
Out of context. Didn't the Thunderbird mention things about enemies in the basement or something like that?
Yeah, those are those guys. But
No,
you were
there's
saying
something else specifically in the basement that is like a slither or whispering something.
yeah, there's static, right? Regardless,
Something like that.
we should start maybe at the top and go down, because if we stay here much longer, there will be another blood monster.
Yeah, again, I'm gonna point out I can sense cracks coming from where Tom is dead. We might want to just burn his body outright and get rid of the blood. Because that seems what happened the last time. So
Yes, please
Anybody-
feel free to do that because we do not have fire.
who has fire?
No,
Not
Was that a
magical
hello from-
fire. No, that was a
that is
no.
a no.
Oh.
Kiff
We do-
sighs.
Oh, can you prestidigitation the blood away completely? Because that seems to be what's attracting the portal cracks.
That only works in Harry Potter. It doesn't work in this universe.
Yeah, we've established that prestidigitation merely moves dirt and debris. It does
So
not
you could just shit
disappear
yourself.
it.
That wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Although we have before conjured, well, poop smell, not actual poop. So okay, never mind then. Kiff will take a handful of grass and sigh and kind of roll up a little ball and throw it on top of Tom and
Is Kiff gonna go there?
prestidigitation. Yes, he will prestidigitation.
Kiff feels a strange. Is Kiff still wearing the cloak of invisibility?
Well, yes, but I mean he has the hood off, so his friends can see him.
Okay, so he feels strange as he goes over there. Please make a Constitution save.
With advantage +3.
Oh, is Yllaxis with him? I didn't know that.
How far are you moving away? I'm sorry. I'm only like, where on the map is he moving to? I apologize.
He's
This
going
door over here.
Oh, then
The
no.
door-
I guess
yeah, the door of the
I
building.
guess I didn't declare that. Then no.
Okay, please make con save.
Dice are everywhere. Dirty 20, 11 plus. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not plus 9. 18 total.
Okay, it feels his tail twitching oddly, but he doesn't notice anything else.
Kiff turns and says, "Guys, Kiff make fire. Kiff feel funny now."
Okay, so
Funny.
you
Maybe
burned the body, right? And you got rid of the.
The blood, yeah.
Yes. Does it
You noticed no other items, so you figured that Lydia must have taken any other valuables.
Yeah.
He had like a bow and a sword and stuff.
Yeah, he had other items.
Lydia, what else did you take off of Tom?
She says, well, he didn't have anything else on him.
Huh.
Not even
Except-
his bow.
Or his sword, which appears to be missing.
I'm sorry. Kiff did find those, but he didn't find any like money or other magic items or anything like that. Sorry if I didn't make that clear.
Okay.
Be good.
Yllaxis,
Lydia
you wanna
denies that there's anything else.
Yllaxis, you wanna insight check that?
I mean, sure.
Because for all we know, she's lying again.
Just so Yllaxis, just so you know, she has been somewhat shifty previously.
Copy you.
Yeah. V kind of sussed out that there was some type of spell or thing that happened, and V knows that V is not necessarily trusting. You can tell that.
Okay. Thank you. 15 insight.
Okay, she seems like a lovely and an innocent person to you. She seems honest.
Good to know.
How long have we spent just like chatting and hanging out here?
I would say about 10 minutes. Are you trying to short rest?
I'm trying to short rest.
Short rest?
Oh, thank God.
Oh, you're like, yeah, I'm trying to short
Yes,
rest.
yes, that is the
Like, that's, yeah,
Warlock,
we're trying to do that.
Yep.
like. Do I have anything or nothing?
You're like, please,
Okay.
let's short rest.
Thank you.
If that's the case, may
Um,
I take the 10 minutes to respawn Altier?
Yes, you may.
I'm gonna burn some hit dice.
Kiff is going to sing a nice peppy jingle, because remember he's a bard. He has Song of Rest. If you're using any hit die, tack a d6 on that.
Add a d6.
Thank you.
Ooh. Okay, as we are all kind of starting to spend hit points and whatnot, which I'm gonna do too, If we're taking a moment to do that. V is going to recall what Lydia told them and say, we know that we think that it's more time pressing to go help the Thunderbird, but once we are finished, we should go over there, and he points to the northwest building. It seems as if there is someone we need to talk to. Says Lydia, at least. What's it?
Kiff says, Morgan, friend?
We are not sure.
Is Lydia a human?
Lydia is a human.
Okay. And missing a leg, apparently?
Yeah. That happened on our watch a little bit.
Very good. Good to know.
It was accidental. The Bornsker got to her before we did.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Just understanding.
Yeah, we tried to save her, and then she broke everything, and then V was upset, but then V knew that he could only save, or they could only save one person, and Thalia was it. What?
Lydia claims that she didn't mean to break things.
Yes, yeah, that is true. Lydia does claim that she did not break anything.
And we're still also not very. We're also not 100% sure that Tom was the one that stole it anyway, because she was the only one that was up to it, and then suddenly she produced it. So I'm still kind of leaning towards she stole the wand on us, and she's trying to give it back to us to earn our trust secretively.
It is possible.
It is
Easy.
possible. But who knows? Again, V did not save her for no reason.
I smell the stank of betrayal.
Well, regardless, as I give Fontiev a look at when he says the word betrayal.
Again, I'm not. That was a joke. It's not
I know.
saying said out loud.
I know, but just the same, I'm playing into the whole prophecy that you were foretold, darling.
Ah, yeah, good point. She might be the betrayer. Yes.
But I think we should assist the Thunderbirds first if we're ready to go. Well, you guys are still rolling hit dice, yes?
I am
Yes.
not.
I'm full, so I'm good to go.
V has about, let's say 20 minutes left on the comprehend languages.
Yeah, V is just gonna say again, we should do what we can to get as much information as possible. We only have a few more minutes of comprehend languages. Also, V's gonna take out the map. Read everything.
Okay, V translates the map. Lydia says she's out of spells.
Okay. Figure translating the map is the first thing that V can
Lydia
do.
says someone who can help us in the basement of the dormitory building.
Well, it seems. Oh, please. Oh, yeah.
What's this building here? And I'm gonna point to the one that is the where the Thunderbirds are.
It's just that's it's labeled a power plant. I guess that must have been linked to the door. I guess that's where they get energy to use in other magical devices.
We wonder if
Kiff,
something might be feeding on that magic.
Kiff has his little prestidigitation light bulb go off over his head, and he says, "Power." And he turns to Park and goes, "For float boat."
Can only hope.
You recall that, or V recalls that the word ventimetry is similar to the word ventimetry, of course, which is building sort of attached to, north of these big fuel tanks.
Sorry, you're muted.
Shit.
Yeah, we can.
I
hear
said
her
some.
all.
I said words in V's voice, and nobody heard me. V will let everyone know. It seems as if the venom entry should be somewhere for us to look at. It seems as if it could have connections with the venometric cord. The words would seem to say so. We should decide what is the most pressing at the moment. Lydia, will whoever we need to talk to be able to leave before we get to them? Or will we be able to help the Thunderbird first? Because it seems if something comes to attack every hour, the bird may be dead by the time we come back. Does Lydia have anything to say?
Lydia says, I don't know. If you think a bird, I don't know how the bird can help if it's being attacked. I don't think it knows anything more than we do. She says there's someone very powerful that can help us.
Oh, V asked, the person in the dormitory building, does she know if they're able to leave anytime soon? Are they in any type of danger?
She says he needs help. He needs help quickly. He's very powerful, very magical, lots of magic power. I mean, the bird, it's pretty. I guess it's just a bird. I don't know if it can really. It said it can't escape this place, but I know that guy in there. He said he can help us escape.
But we saw the bird. We already saw the bird on the outside.
She says, yes, I'm sorry. And I love birds, but I've been trapped in here. We're starving in here. I've been attacked by those bandits. I just want to go home now. If you want to help the bird, I guess you can. But I think the person in the dormitory can help us get home quickly.
But the bird made it out of the valley. We saw her.
Yeah, and then it came back in.
Lydia seems confused. She seems shocked. She says, "Really?"
You told me that, but it seems like the people or whomever were in the remains of where we saw the bird wrote about the wolves.
Well, I guess you could ask the bird. She says if you can talk to it. She said, I don't like being outside though. I want to go inside quickly. And she says, it's very cold, especially because I've been so injured today.
I'm gonna go over and just float up a little bit and then be like, yoo-hoo, we did meet outside, right?
The bird was trying to, what do you call it, preen the chicks. It looks up and it says, try to remember many years perhaps since outside, many years ago. She says, as it's stuck in you, she says, less and less food in this valley. She shivers as the wind picks up and blows her feathers around.
Well, we talked. You give feathers, we help fix nest.
V is starting to hear this broken Orin, and
Yeah.
V can probably help with this. Kind of comes over and starts. I don't know if I can speak the languages, but I can understand them. So.
The bird says, I barely. So V can translate it. She says, I barely remember talking to someone like you. She said it was many years ago. I had just made a nest on the cliff, and I think you said you wanted feathers or something, and it seemed like I thought it's strange because you look the same now as you did then, but it was so long ago. I can barely remember.
V's gonna tell this to Thalia, of course, and then say something to the effect of, we think that there must be some connection with this time, this area. There's either some type of time passage or time disconnection. It seems as if we have been here far longer than we know.
And then the bird feels like she's been here for longer than she actually was.
So she explains to V, she says, I tried to get out of this valley so many times, but every time I try to go somewhere else, that I get caught in the storm and I can't see where I'm going.
Yes, of course. Do you know if there's anyone who's over there? And I'm gonna I'm gonna ask Thalia if she can ask that. I'm gonna gesture to the building.
The Thunderbird is huge size, and you would have to squeeze to get in through even a large door. Most of the doors have medium doors.
I'm
so
just-
it could not get in most of the doors.
Right, I'm just wondering if it knows if there is someone residing in that other building. If it's been here for a while.
Like,
There's
did
no
you
other
see or
door.
hear a
Yeah.
like powerful person in there?
The bird shivers in the cold wind, and it shakes its head no. It says, "No, I don't know about any powerful people. There's some people, like little people like you, come in here. They often get lost and chased, and usually they die, and those horrible things appear." At this point, Kiff, your tail sort of twitches, and you were confident that you did not intend to twitch your tail.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Keep going.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I guess we're about to amputate Kiff's tail.
Well, let's not do that. Kiff, come here, darling. Do you mind if I touch you?
Kiff comes up to Yllaxis and turns around, similar to how a cat would when it demands pets.
Ooh, very good. Very good. I'm going to inspect the tail, put my hand on it, and gingerly make sure that testing its movements, seeing if there's any sort of medical reason why he would be twitching.
Okay, roll medicine. Meanwhile, what is Thalia and B doing?
I was just wondering if the bird knew if there was anyone that was living in that room in the other room area. You know what I'm talking about.
I'd say when I try to sleep, I dream of an angry giant, but I've never seen him. Not with my eyes.
30,
I
20.
think
Yllaxis can't find anything wrong except for what Kiff says about the problem.
I think he's
Perhaps
cursed.
the surgery. Surgery should not be a problem.
No. Okay. Kiff. Let me know if this continues to bother you. I have things to take care of it. I just don't know what one of those things it is yet.
Kiff says, okay.
Fontiev is just gonna go whisper to Yllaxis, well, whenever those things showed up, from the blood, there was a crack in the thing, and this blood horror showed up. And if he's twitching and he went near the crack in the dimensions, maybe he's possessed with a curse of some kind?
But that's
Yeah,
just
find
it.
no
Is he,
sense of the crack over there, so go ahead.
is he possessed? Is it a curse? Or is it a spell? I have something for everything. I just need to know what.
You're pretty, assuming that you could, if you wanted to detect fiends or undead, you could use the, I think, Divine Sense, right?
Yes.
You want to do that?
In fact, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that.
You don't sense fiends or undead.
And celestials, I imagine. No celestials.
Actually, roll your religion skill.
Roll my religion skill, you say?
Ooh.
7.
Good job.
You are not heard or read about this happening before. You're sure. You know that sometimes fiends can possess, but it doesn't seem necessarily like a fiend possession. And you certainly don't sense fiends.
Can Fontiev use his celestial radar?
Yes. He has about 10 minutes left on the combat languages.
Yeah, V is just gonna say to Thalia, we need to figure out where we're going and now. Are we going here to help the bird, or are we going to help whatever strong being that Thalia says is in, or that Lydia says is inside the other billion? I know, I'm having a hard time.
I know.
Ugh.
Giving you
I
shit.
would like
Sorry.
to-
Thalia this.
V is literally doing this and not giving a single crap whose name is whose. V just assumes that names are obsolete. It's canon now. V does
Nice.
not care.
I will give a shrug and be like, do we trust what's her face? Lydia?
Exactly. Now you're doing it too.
Who am I? Am I Lydia? Yeah.
Thalia has an identity crisis. No, B replies, we're unsure. She seems somewhat.
I just got Kevined.
That's fine. She seems somewhat, somewhat truthful, but well, we can't detect lies. But we're unsure if she has done anything on purpose to slow us down. We think that keeping her around is a good idea, because in the shadows we're unsure as to what she could possibly do.
Can't even connect to Steam.
Oh no, Steam broke.
We can still chat. I mean, most of the game is chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10:29 anyway. No
And
worries.
guys, I'm gonna sign off just because my all time tomorrow.
Oh no, do you have early call
Oh no,
time?
what's your call time?
You know, more like 5.
Oh, you poor
Ooh,
bastard. Oh,
That's
I only have to do them like once or twice a
Oh, you
year.
poor thing.
And they're
Yeah.
terrible.
This is yeah. I mean, we're already set up. It's not a big deal. I gotta show up though. That's the big part.
Yeah.
Showing up is literally
Half the battle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sign off and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
good night, Sean.
Yeah, we can finish this up.
So you're talking about whether to trust Lydia. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
V is just saying we need to make a decision.
The bird wants you to go into the base of the power plant. Lydia wants you to go to the dormitory building. The dormitory building is past several other buildings.
We think that maybe helping the bird would be best.
I'm inclined to agree.
Kiff like bird. Bird nice.
Bird was nice. Bird offered us feathers.
Well, V is going to pull Bubbles next to them and take a moment to take a look at spell slots. We will be okay, but we should be careful. And yeah, ready to go in the door. Front door
I think we're gonna try to go in from above.
or above? Yeah, okay. Either one's
We
fine.
didn't trust the.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
The first floor door is locked.
Oh, well then above, I guess.
There appears to be a slot next to the door where some kind of thing would be inserted in the slot. Which I don't think you have.
No,
I don't
think we do.
You can certainly fly up to the second
Pardon
floor
me.
where the bird nest
Yeah.
is.
Or we could use our Kool-Aid man.
I think either way is fine with me.
Okay.
I
so-
think if we did want to go up, probably between Altier, Fontiev with the broom, and me being able to levitate, I think we'd be able to
Yep.
get up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
without
that's
much
too much
difficulty.
issues. So, do you want to go down the stairs to the first floor?
I think that's our plan
with
at
me.
least.
Indeed.
And we'll all dodge little Timmy as we go down.
Yeah, take one big
I
step.
don't know if we're keeping little Timmy in case someone gets past us or not. That's up to Kiff, but
I think that would be a wise idea.
Okay. So when you go down the stairs, Steam is just not working at all.
No, yeah. So
yeah.
people are saying that Steam's entire server went down, like Steam itself.
Oh no.
big
When you
oof.
go down the stairs, the stairs go down again to the basement where you can hear hissing sound, and there's a lot of. This room is going to be called with the last few minutes of the comprehend language. There's a sign that's called this is the monitoring station, where you see a ghost of supervisor gun
Ooh.
and engineer gun.
Oh, nice.
So this is scary. Steam is down global right now.
Well,
Okay, great.
Guess we're talking the rest of the session away.
Engineer Gunn says, he says, I gotta tell my wife this is terrible, and you can hear the echoes of past alarms. And Supervisor Gunn says, no, you gotta get down there and you're gonna fix it. She says, your wife and nothing else is gonna matter. And the Engineer Gunn says, but and the supervisor says, no, go down there. And Engineer Gunn, and they seem to be arguing. Engineer Gunn kind of trying to think of like reasons why you shouldn't go down there. Supervisor's saying you should go down there.
V is gonna kind of scoot next to Yllaxis. Yllaxis, we had to talk to them before, but we're not very good at talking. Would you be able to... Oh, well, just kidding. Yllaxis in here, but regardless, would someone else be able to talk to them?
Kiff can.
That would be a good idea, Kiff. We are only good at translating.
The ghostly messages are telepathic, so you don't need to translate them.
Yeah, but V is just very blatantly stating that talking to people isn't their forte.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. The first time Kiff talked to one of these guys, he used the message to get it across. But Kiff would say something along the lines of, "Hi, friends. Thing broken? Friend V here. Good at fix.
So
V fix thing."
it's unclear if they're looking at you or not. Telepathically, you can hear the engineer thinking. He says, "This is ridiculous. It's completely broken. I don't know. Somebody sabotaged the whole power plant. There's no way we can fix this in time." And the supervisor is saying, "This isn't going to be blamed on me." He's not saying he's thinking it. He's saying, "This isn't going to happen. This isn't going to be blamed on me. This isn't going to happen on my watch. This guy's got to fix this." So they're thinking that, and they seem to be dimly aware of your presence, but they're thinking these thoughts and they're arguing.
Kiff will turn to V, and then he's going to kind of whisper, "Say smart machine words."
We would like to see the machine before we make any type of assessment.
Just tell us, for our own interest, how you fixed the airship. Just tell us what you did.
Well, all right. It wasn't terribly difficult. We just started to, and V's gonna pontificate on the pieces that had to be fixed, and bolts here, screws here, new piping, or had to kind of makeshift a tube, and mostly it was just upkeep from after a long time, and he'll pontificate on this.
The nano flux accelerator module.
Exactly. Just some engineering words.
Sorry, I was taking notes. So
no,
are you
okay.
talking to them, or are you just thinking?
V is pontificating not quietly. He is describing how he fixed this airship to everyone in the room, ghosts included.
Kiff basically was like, say some smart machine stuff, and V was like, but what would I say? And we were like, V, tell us how you fix the airship. And then V launched into an explanation. And
yes.
we're hoping that it catches their attention.
Yeah. Yes.
And then they're like, ooh, someone speaks our technical
Someone
language.
understands.
Yeah.
They get it.
And we'll see if they respond.
Yeah.
So
I will also add...
Is it safe to say you are trying to get the attention of the ghost to listen to you?
I think Thalia has gotten V to try to get the attention, yes.
Yes, it's a joint effort.
Yeah.
I don't think V knows that they're the
actively
person trying to do it,
yeah.
but
yes, that's about right.
Okay, so engineer says, okay, I'll try to go down there and try to fix it. And he says, but I saw the administrator gone down there messing with the wires. And the supervisor says that's impossible. There's no way from his office to the power core. And the engineer says, whatever, I'll try to fix it. And he says, I hope I can survive this. And he's crying as he goes downstairs, and then goes fades away. He says, goodbye, wife. He's crying as he goes down the stairs.
Oh. But before he goes down, did they react at all to us, or no?
It's, how do I describe this? So it did seem that he kind of listened to the words and he got an idea about how to fix it.
Okay.
He goes downstairs and he got an idea about how to fix it. And the ghost fades away.
Okay.
Is the supervisor ghost still there?
All the ghosts are gone. They faded away.
Okay.
Cliff says, maybe we go down, see what Gan did.
Yes, we think that's a good idea. He stops mid-description.
Okay,
Yes.
so you guys go down the stairs?
I think so, yes.
So,
We were
so
gonna
where
go
we
down anyway.
yeah, where we are right now, we're on the first floor, and there's no one here.
There's no one here. There's a lot of machines, a lot of screens and computer-looking things.
How dare
And
you,
there's a-
Elena? There were 2
Another
ghosts.
room called a power outage.
Well, they're gone now.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Ghosts are people
yes.
too.
The first floor.
But they're they're gone. Okay, they're gone now.
They were gone before.
They were gone before too, and they're gone now.
Gone today,
Alright.
gone tomorrow.
Gone with the wind.
Okay,
All right.
wait,
We'll stop.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
stop.
I'm sorry.
It's
Sorry
like
to everyone
10:40.
watching this.
Sorry, not sorry.
You're exactly right. So what you immediately notice is that you no longer hear the hissing sound from the basement.
Oh.
If you're looking down the stairs towards the basement.
Sorry. One more question.
And you
for
feel
now.
as though things are different. In fact, you see some skeletons in the monitoring room that you did not see there before.
Oh no.
Like they weren't there before the ghost popped up.
Right.
Okay. I was
They-
also
Let's go ahead.
gonna ask because I think when we were fighting the radiant monsters, one of them went towards the stairs and we heard something from downstairs, right? Like we heard clanking or a person.
You heard hissing sound from downstairs,
Okay.
but you no longer hear that. And in fact, you no longer hear that.
Were those skeletons here before?
It seems as though they appeared exactly when the ghost faded away.
Are they wearing any kind of like uniforms?
Yes, they're wearing gun engineer uniforms, which have big pockets.
If big pockets are present before Kiff would like to pull out the forceps that he has, that he stole from that one little first aid room down in the Underdark. And he will go up to, one of said pockets and say, "Sorry, friend, give back soon." And he will use the forceps to reach into the pocket and pull out whatever there may be.
So the first thing you notice is that the bones are unlike the other skeletons. They seem to have bone cancer,
Oh boy.
which is lots of little spikes coming out of the bones.
Yeah, that's bad.
Ooh.
There is a burned note that says, "Tell my wife," and then it's burned.
It would just
There
made it much
is
worse.
300 volt. There is a power drill. There is a engineer key card.
Well,
And there is a coal, a gun coal, bag of coal, or a box of coal.
Golden.
Box of Colden.
Which is exactly like the one the kid has.
Ooh.
Now Kip has 2 refrigerators.
Yeah.
Mini fridge.
2 real sticks.
Well, may as
Kiff
well take.
wonders, he pontificates. What did all these guys keep cold back in their time?
The box is closed. You could open it to see if you want.
Before we do that, I'd say gold in the palm, I would imagine.
But do you want to put it in? Do you want me to?
If somebody has it open, if they can put it in, if not, I'll put it in a minute. Could ever like to take the power drill and turn to V and say, V, friend, what this? And like hold the drill up to V.
We've never seen anything like it. Can we hold it?
Kiff, like, you know how like a 5-year-old, when they want to show you something, like very quickly, like outstretches their arms, like here.
Ta-da! Yeah.
That's exactly what Kiff does.
Oh, nice. V is gonna pick it up and take a look at it if possible. What do I get to learn about this?
Roll
Yeah.
intelligence with proficiency.
You got it. Intelligence with proficiency.
Expert.
Is it R/? I'm not sure how to use roll.
Exclamation, that's right.
It's exclamation point roll.
Yeah, exclamation point roll, and then 1d whatever the die
Okay,
is.
well,
Yeah,
one.
it's like-
So advantage or no?
Okay, so you figure out how it works.
Yep.
It has several different tips. It seems to be self-powered.
Ooh. Oh. Well, this is wonderful. And V's gonna kind of like show Kiff. It twists here, and it seems to be just much faster than a normal hand. Automated almost.
Kiff goes, ooh, spirally bit on end. What'd that do?
Well, it makes a hole, from what we can tell.
Kiff goes, a whole gun.
Yes, exactly, Kiff. It is a whole gun.
At that point, your concrete languages is out.
Yep, I figured. Yeah, at this point, he just says, well, there's no other direction to go but down, correct? Maybe
Kiff
we
says,
should see if we can find a secret passage for that, supervisor.
Well, may as well take the engineer key card.
Yes.
as they're, discussing what to do with the key card, Kiff is going to very calmly and coolly open up the box of clothing.
The box, there is a sandwich in it.
Then Kiff cocks his head to the side and goes, He smells it. How does it smell?
It is a Thunder Bacon sandwich. It seems pretty well preserved.
Kiff is going to take a nibble.
It tastes pretty good. It's like bacon, but it's like a combination of bacon and Pop Rocks at the same time.
Kiff goes, really, really good eats, and he'll like rip pieces off for everybody in the party to try.
V is sort of suspicious of the sandwich.
Yeah, so is Fontiev. Like, I don't even know how long that's been in there, but
I'm gonna
you
eat it.
do.
Talia eats it right away. Yeah, sure, V'll stick it inside the hole. He sees Talia eat it, and nothing terribly bad happens to Talia right away. V will be like, okay.
I think his eyes just widen a little bit at the pop rock sensation.
You notice that something seems different upstairs.
Uh-oh.
doesn't sound good.
Kiff is going to take both boxes of clothing, as a matter of fact. And he's going to approach Bubbles. He's going to say, "You have zap pig meat. Put in here. Keep cool. Keep fresh."
V nods to Bubbles and says, "You may. Put it in." And Bubbles will put as much as he can in it, probably. He has a lot. He has 10 pounds of it. But, you know. Put as much as he can in.
Kiff will turn to V and say, "When friends and I and Kiff done here, V should look at box. Maybe make big box. Good for keeping things fresh."
We would like to do that. We'll have to study for a little while, I'm sure, but we would very much so like to make a larger box.
Kiff smiles and says, "Okay, we go now."
Are we going up or down?
I mean, we've been, well, not you, but some of us have been up.
Yes, but we were just notified that something seems to be different up.
Something different up and down. There's no more hissing from downstairs. Upstairs, it seems darker than before.
Oh, great. Topsy-turvy world.
Well, it seems
Cliff
as if
says-
we have changed something.
Kiff says, "Dark good. Light hurt us before, remember?"
Yeah,
And
I
then I'll turn to
suppose.
the people who weren't inside before and he'll say, "Maybe not you."
Let's go peek upstairs and see if something. Well, what's different?
Who picks upstairs?
I'm assuming the
I
people
guess
who have
I'll
already seen.
Go. Yeah, I'll go.
So the second floor seems very different. Unlike before, it's completely intact. It's now divided up into rooms, and there's no holes in any walls. Nothing's exploded. All the furniture's there.
Are the
You don't see any,
Thunderbirds?
you don't see any birds.
Did
You
we
see
teleport?
A hallway, a locker room, a storage room, and a liquid fuel infusion.
Did we teleport through time?
Oh,
It seems as if we've changed something in the past that has subsequently changed the future.
Damn it, Kiff, you had to eat the sandwich.
I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Your machine yard's inspired engineer gone to fix something that wasn't fixed. So it's probably
So-
going back to the first floor, right?
Yes. The thunder. Well, there are no holes in the walls and ceiling. Also no Thunderbirds. They're gone.
Oh.
So
Well,
not like dead gone. They're just like they're not there. There's no nest or anything.
wonder if we can find them later. Or at a different time.
Where did they come here in the first place?
Also a good question. Well, we were told we should check out the basement and then we should go to the northwest building.
Well,
Kiff says, "Yes, yes. Seems like we change things for gone for good."
that would be nice. I think we took the engineer's key card.
Yep.
Okay, and I guess we'll go downstairs.
There's a big, heavy door at the bottom of the stairs with the card slot.
Take it in.
I assume you want to put in the key, right?
Yes.
The door opens. There's a huge room. There's three huge machines with glowing yellow windows. One side of the room seems to have it seems like it had a third one, except a huge barricade has been built around it and welded shut, and there's many dead gone around it.
Uh,
All of them have bone cancer.
It's a bit radioactive.
There's many, what seems pretty
Oh,
obvious
man.
painted on the barricade in the gun language.
Did Lydia come with us?
She is following you, yes.
Okay.
It is very dark here. You see there is a flickering light from cracks in the barricade. Yellow light. You can search the room if you want. Check. Yes, it's pretty dark, so if you want to leave, you can leave. Otherwise, you gotta look around.
Are you talking to specifically Thalia or all of us?
It's looking down there.
Oh.
Looking through the large door at the bottom of the basement stairs.
Okay. Honestly, V can't see anything. So, V's just kind of waiting to see what everyone else says.
There's some light down there.
Sorry, say again?
Like there's some light from the cracks.
Yes, there's sunlight, but it's generally dark otherwise.
Yeah.
It's light closest to the two active machines, and very close to there's a door in the middle of the barricade.
Do the active machines have little readouts like the pump we found before?
Yes. So, do you want to go and look at those?
Sure. I mean, Kiff won't be able to understand much of them, but we'll definitely look at them. And he'll use context clues, such as...
Is this down the stairs?
Yeah, this is the basement.
Kiff, we would suggest making sure that you are protected. It seems as if multiple Gon have some type of growth on their bones. Some type of, cancerous growth. Remember, that may not be something that we notice right away. We should be aware of our own bodies.
Kiff says, What do then?
We're unsure. We just are telling you to proceed with caution if you're going to proceed, but maybe we should start thinking about figuring out a way to not get coated in radiation.
Okay, so does Kiff go up to the machines or do something else?
I mean, I feel like V would have stopped me before that. Sorry
No,
about that.
V's just given kind of like a warning. I'm not necessarily, like, please don't break anything. But V doesn't not trust you.
Looking around the room, we noticed that there's some dead Gan and all that jazz.
The dead Gan are clustered around the barricade where it seems they were covering up one of these three machines.
Kiff points over there and says, maybe that one broke him.
It would seem so.
You also see some other doors. There's two doors, and one goes north, presumably to the fuel cells. One goes east.
Kiff points to the lab one. He says, laboratory. That's where tests happen, right?
We're not positive, but probably.
Seems that way.
Maybe tools in there help us with bad aura.
Maybe. Is that where you think would be best to go now?
Kiff don't want bone growth.
We think that it might be best for us to leave here for now and go see if there's that powerful gentleman that Lydia continues to tell us about. What does everyone else think?
Fine by me. The Thunderbirds don't seem to be in trouble anymore.
Yes, hopefully they are not in trouble somewhere else that we do not know of. And V just turns around and starts walking out.
Does V exit the building?
I think kind of waiting for everyone else, but yeah.
By exit the building, do you mean through the door that we found to the north, or out the top?
Wherever. I don't know. I would think the door that we entered into, that's where we're exiting from.
So we went through the hole in the wall on the second floor to get into here.
Right, so I figured we would just come back down. From there. Like, I'm not trying to open doors, because V
No,
doesn't
well,
know-
that hole doesn't exist anymore.
Oh!
Because the second floor is
Right,
is
because
now
it's dark
complete
now.
because things changed. Yeah.
Oh.
So we can either try going out the front door or we can follow one of the tunnels to the north or east.
Ooh. We think that that's a very good decision for later. But we would go to the northwest building first. I say just go out the front door then.
Okay, so you go back up the stairs to the first floor. And you open the door to the reception area. In the reception area, you see some kind of screen or light pop up with a red warning as you're exiting.
A
It
red
seems-
warning.
Yep, a red warning sign. Seems to be you can't read language, but it seems to be referring to something about water.
Interesting.
But using the key, you can exit.
We can exit?
You can exit, and upon exiting, you see that the Thunderbird nest is there, just on top of the now not exploded building.
Could we possibly...
We've changed the past!
Could we possibly pick up here next time? It is 11:02, and I'm exhausted. I need to get up very early tomorrow.
Yep,
Is that
Yep.
okay?
exactly.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Luckily,
Awesome.
not as early as Sean.
Thank God.
No, luckily, that's why I'm still here.
So his call time is at 5. So
Yep.
he has to get up like what, 3?
I mean, it depends on where his shoot is.
Yeah, could be 3. Could very well be 3 a.m.
That is rough.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was reading about the whole Alec Baldwin scandal, and I wondered if that's what Sean's situation.
Oh boy. Before we get into all that, because that is quite the scandal, and I know there's a lot to be said on that. Can we all say "bah"? For recording's sake,
Bye.
bah.